pictured on a wasteland. You were sweating in the neon light. It was a coin lost in the system's maze. A vision passing for freedom was my way to survive. The crash, the depths, they burn it all away. Neon streets, standing here, we're block to block. Flickering screens, no safe to avoid. Big cities still surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Spending this lonely nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. I'll never trust the system, judging to hear the lies. If you keep saying it's all going fine. No more banks, no more chains to bind, keeping us enslaved. Tell me how to break free from this night. Neon streets, standing here, we're block to block. Flickering screens, no safe to avoid. Big cities still surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Spending this lonely nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Feel the burning money, nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Tonight. Fly me to the moon, let me dream those charts. Let me see what freedom's like without dollars and gold bars. In other words, I'll hold my keys. In other words, let's make history. Fill my wallet with coins and let me hold out all forevermore. You're the currency I stand for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Yes, oh Bitcoin, your love is true and unconditional. You're my knight in shining armor in this dark, cruel world. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're not just any digital currency. There's only 21 million of you. And in a world we share with like 8 billion freaking people, that makes you very special to me and so many other. Because only so many people can hold you. I am so happy I found you. And now you're going to coins and let me hold out forevermore and more. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and
there's no second best.
Only you. Only you. Fill my wallet with coins and let me hold at the rail from more. You're the currency I long for. All I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
In a digital wasteland, the heat trading in the neon light. Coins vanish deep in the system's maze. Dreaming of financial freedom, it was the only way to survive. No, the crash, the dips, they burn it all away. No, 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 no. Neon streets standing here, we're block to block. Flickering screens, nowhere to hide. Robots rise, taking all our jobs. Surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? Watch your gaze tonight. Burning money. Feel the burning money. Spending this lonely night. Stacking more. Tonight. Burning money. Touch me. Burning money. Show me your gains with your stash. Burning cash. I could never trust the system, buried in debt and lies. You keep saying it's all going fine. No more banks, no more chains to bind. No more keeping us enslaved. Tell me how to break free from these chains. Burn the chains. Neon streets standing here, we're block to block.
What's the second button? There is no second best.
What's up, guys? More Doom! How's it going? How's it going? It's I, the Crypto Otaku. You know, yada yada yada. Same thing, different day. Oh, geez, gets crazy, guys. There's more Doom happening every single day. I can't keep up with all of it. Actually, I missed some stuff that happened last Friday. We're gonna dive into that tonight. Oh, so much chaos. Let's go. Let's go. We're not out of the woods yet, guys. Evening nerds. Spencer's here. How's it going, Spence? How's it going? Guys, awake? You awake? I'm actually having another coffee. I'm having another coffee. So if I'm seeing a little more energetic, yeah. I have the crown, but bow down, says Spence. Oh boy, yeah, you drying eggs. More freeze-dried eggs, Spence. How many freeze-dried eggs do you have, my man? Crazy. Good evening, Otaku and Chaos family. Let's get this money. Gamma got us in the house. Gamma, how's it going, Gamma? How you doing? How you doing? We in this bitch, says Nabs. Nabs here as well. How's it going, guys? You guys ready for a tinfoil hat Tuesday tomorrow? Oh my gosh, guys, we may have Gamma on as well. If Gamma's up for it, of course. Yeah. Awesome. Yes, my favorite song, Gamma, yes, Spence, Nebs, and Danny. Evening Chaos crew, how's it going, guys? Yeah, we gotta break, of course, those chains. One of these days we'll get there. I'm a itty like a what the hell, Nebs? What the hell? What the chaos begin? Yes. Strawberry Dragons, how's it going? Strawberry, of course, our favorite flavor of dragon in the chat as well. 2K stimmy checks will free me financially. Not at all. Actually, it'll make it worse. Yes. Stay around and I'll tell you why. You guys weren't here the last round of stimmy checks. Yeah, you're sure you were, but you weren't in crypto, so we'll see. We'll talk about it. Yo, my peeps and my crypto dogs, how's it going? Jake the Snake, how's it doing? The King of Ohio, how's it going? Oh, hail the King of Ohio.
Oh, hail the King of Ohio.
Oh, God. How's the road been? Daniel-san on the road again. Yes, welcoming the King of Ohio. Jake the Snake, thank you for coming out, guys. It was fun driving out in the morning with the snow. Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, yes, yeah. That was not fun. I've been avoiding it like the plague. I've been hibernating, actually. I thought the shutdown ended, says Strawberry Dragons. I'm such a dumbass. Oh, you're fine. I know a lot of people misunderstood that. But yeah, the vote was, of course, for the filibuster is going to continue with Congress as they come back, and they've got 36 hours as from today to come back. So hopefully we're hoping to have them back by Wednesday to get that passed and on the president's desk by Thursday. That's still the plan. That's what I've been talking about all day. All right, the chaos continues, says Gamma. Yes, of course, the chaos continues. Let's go, guys. Chaos time. Yes, Strawberry Dragon says, Danny, you talking about the Asian people that can't drive in the snow? Or maybe they just can't drive at all? That's the stereotype, right? I don't know. Oh my God, guys. Sup, weirdos? How's it going? Easy. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Hey, Ari. How's it going, Ari? Hey. How's it going? What's up, the ET finger, Gamma, Goddess, and Otaku? Yeah. Yeah, how's it going? Jake. Strawberry Dragons. Yes, Ohioans of all colors, flavors, farts, and sizes, says Danny. Ari, yes, hello, Ari. How's it going? Surf Life as well. How's it going, Surf Life? Milk Money in the chat. Of course, as always with the flames. Bring on the flames, guys. Yes, we got to feed that fire.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Yes. Nice. 40-year mortgages and be happy about it. Yeah, I'm going to get into that too. That's nonsense. Ohio is love. Ohio is life, says Jake. Yep. I mean, you gotta tout your kingdom, right? All right, guys. I think we're done with the pleasantries. We gotta hit on into, of course, your daily scheduled programming. Get the dancing mascots out of here and see what Bitcoin's doing. If you guys weren't here this morning, of course, winning. Same day, different, same shit, different day. Yep. Of course, I'm referring to is, Chaos Magic over the weekend calling baseline bull. More baseline than anything else, really, but baseline on top of the nose here on the day, even on the pullback, too. It's crazy. Yeah, and again, I give all credit to GG in the house. GG and a Crypto Chaos, of course. GG made me bullish into the weekend for sure. If you guys go back and watch that episode, you can see where I kind of capitulated on there. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. 100%. And of course, I do not take any credit at all. It's all the chaos magic. It's all the chaos. Which, speaking of which, guys, I actually cleaned up the studio. I had a really productive day. Look how nice and clean our altar is. Holy hell! I haven't seen it that clean since probably I made the damn thing. Of course, that is our sigil on there, Croc Payos, yes, for the channel. Jake, I'm fully healed. What happened? Oh yeah, you're talking about the thumbs, right? Yeah, I'm sort of fully healed too. I just got a giant scar with permanent nerve damage on the top of my thumb. 50-year mortgages, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how Gamma Goddess, myself, and Braveheart had the same injury on the same finger, sort of. On the same week. Nuts. Yes, I've got you, babe. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Very, very bad news, of course, coming for those 50-year mortgages. Let's get into it, guys. Owned in a lifetime of debt. Guys. Oh, I'm going to save it for later. I got a whole thing pulled up for it, so we're going to talk about it. But anyway, Bitcoin, of course, recovering today, sitting 106,000 right now on the morning open of Tuesday. That's right, guys. You came here at 8 p.m. Eastern in the United States, but it's actually a foreign market open right now. Right now in Japan, it's about 10 a.m. They've already been open for about an hour in the stock market. So foreign market's already open, and we are looking tight. We're looking pretty damn tight.
Tight. Yeah. Do it like a tiger.
go.
Yes, we're looking pretty tight tonight. I love when I can finally say stuff like that. Because, oh my God, man, it's been just down and to the right for a minute. And, of course, we're getting a lot more positive price action to the upside. Yeah, we're looking pretty bullish today. Yeah, we can pretty much negate this older bearish statement. We still are not out of the woods yet. We got to get back above 107,000. That's, of course, back on top of our channel. And then we got to fight through all of the other bears above. Bears are going to hold us down at 115, but now it's even stronger at 112. Let's zoom into, of course, the order books and take a look. All right, guys. All right, here we go. Of course, bringing you the order books for free is Kim of the White Snow Lion on YouTube, guys. Don't forget to give him a heads up, like and subscribe to his channel. I've been watching him for 5 years, since the last bull and bear cycle. And yeah, of course, a huge shout out to him for providing this to everyone for free, guys. This is the live order books for free. You don't have to pay for Bookmap when you get it for free. Again.
What are you, stupid?
No, because I provide things for free. All right. So yeah, we're sitting at 106,200 right now. Looks like, yeah, they're buying it. They're buying it up pretty big, actually. In the last, few minutes, we've had about $10 million just buy-in right now. Looks like it's kind of a little bit undetermined yet. We are starting to see some people get liquidated in some shorts, but for the most part, it's looking like it's going to be a lot long. At least 105 is holding. I just want to see 103 hold. Honestly, I just want to see 103 hold because we have a lot of history there. We don't want to lose that again. All right, pretty much going to be game over for us before those stimmies ever hit. All right. So let's get into this here. Of course, this is the price action we are currently dealing with. We smashed through all of this. That's right, all of this last night. At around 105, basically resetting the market, right? And this is also good to the upside as well. We have a lot more below us now than we do above us. Yeah, we do in terms of locally, and locally we have a lot more. Still loading in a fresh new support level at 100,000 flat, but still about 99, 98 is where people want to scoop up some cheap Bitcoin. It looks like, or the buy zones are coming in at, right? So yeah, we're still looking at about the same key level, 112, 110 is going to be a lot stronger resistance, but the strongest level we have on the board is going to be 112. It's possible we could see as high as 107, 108 tonight. If we can, just kind of survive through this. It is getting very, very tight towards the upside, so I would give it a 60% chance we're going to move up higher tonight. All right. Let's get back into the rest of the metrics. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I can. There we go. All right, let's see what else we got tonight. We got the, my favorite. Yes, more doom. U.S. national debt sitting currently at 38 trillion. 178 billion. I swear these numbers keep jumping around all over the place. I could have sworn that we just had, was it 238 billion? I don't know. There might be moving some money back and forth, but we did just have the repo market just spike as well. The Fed now has I think $1 trillion on their balance sheet they're going to have to dispose of at some point to get, of course, back into quantitative easing. And right now the repo market's spiking up with 30 billion as of this weekend. So I think that brings us up to about 80 or 90 billion this month alone. No, not this month alone, within the last 30 days. So that within October 2, of course, where we are now. So it's pretty insane where we're headed. Where we're headed with, of course, the national debt is going to a balloon. When will the government shutdown end? Well, this will surprise you. As of today, we're looking at a 92% chance of it ending by the... Was it the 15th? Yeah, the 15th. The 12th to the 15th. The 12th to the 15th would put us somewhere between Thursday and Saturday, Sunday? I think Sunday or Monday next week. So that's looking pretty good here. I would love for this to be resolved before I get on an airplane at the end of the week, guys. Just get a shout out. I'll be doing the live stream from Florida. I'm going to have to do some tests on my laptop here before I head out. So bear with me if you do see some weird stuff pop up on the channel. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. 92% likelihood of the government and shutdown finally ending. And the current developments on that are basically we are waiting for Congress to show back up at the White House. They were given 36 hours as of today to do so, and then we're going to resume the session, of course, with Congress coming back to work because they've been off now for 40 days. Must have been a nice vacation. Fed decision in December sitting about 70% chance of a 25 basis points Even though today we did get some positive dovish remarks from Moran. I'm going to get into that here in a minute as well. From, of course, Fed Governor Moran. Yeah, calling for a 50 basis points cut. Still, even though the likelihood of us getting that are very low. All right, fear and greed index today for the stock market ending at 32 in fear. Nothing really new to see there. We have, crypto fear and greed as well. Looking right 26 right now, climbing slowly out of fear. We got the Dixie. Damn. Dixie today, retesting 99.7, just on the nose here. It got as high as 7.5, I believe. I think it's the highest I saw it today, 7.2, 7.5. But yeah, of course, it's still going sideways as there's going to be a lot of reasons for it to go even lower towards the end of the year. All that money printing, man. All that money printing, it's coming.
The federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
I know you know. Okay, moving on. So we're looking at it on the day. We're looking at the top 100 assets on the day. Uniswap up 44% on the day. Insane. War Liberty Financial, Trump Coin. We also covered that this morning. They were about more higher this morning though. Only holding about 11, 17% respectively. And then you got Zcash down 17% now. Is the pullback finally going to happen for Zcash after its 1,000% run this year? I think it's definitely due for a pullback. Okay, what else we got? Anything else big on the day? Still up the most. That's StarkNet, still back in the top 100, up 10% today, and that's pretty much it. That's all it's really holding on. HBAR, not a bad move for HBAR as well, up 7% on the day. All right, so that's what we got in the top 100. What's the big movers on the top 2? Xano still holding a decent gains from this morning. Zbec as well. Zbec was up about 17-20% when we opened the live stream. It was pretty awesome. Xano also was about 16-17% as well. So again, those two kind of working back to back with each other. Anything else really? GLM, is that Glimmer? No, it's Golem. I'm not sure what that even is. MYX 8.7% up on the day. Pepe, that's the Ape and Pepe Zillion name coin, that's up 10% on the day as well. All right, so those are your big movers on the day. Not a bad day overall, guys. Let's take a look at the week. We're looking for big things to pick up. Looks like you're not going to pick up anything unless you want Dash or Tau. Tau was my #1 pick in the top 100 this morning. BitTensor Tau is down about 15% still on the week. And about 33% up on the month, though. So definitely a good pullback on Tau if you want some BitTensor and a DCA opportunity. And that's probably going to still be my top pick on the top 100. What's down the most on the month, though? We were looking for 30s and 40s here, guys. There's nothing here, so I'm going to skip over that. And again, my top pick on the day was Tau. BitTensor on the top 100. Top 200 this morning was XCN. XCN was down a decent amount on the day. It was, I don't even see it anymore. It might have already recovered. Where'd it go? Trying to find some decent deals here, man. Give me some deals. I need some liquidity. Week. Let's look on the week. We got Zen now down 35% on the week. That's pretty extreme. Humanity also down 30%, but that's a relatively new project. It's still trying to find its bottom. It could have found it, I think. I mean, it looks like it did already. It's close. All right, what else we got? XCN is since then recovered since this morning. It's only down 4% on the week now. What's down the month? About 30% on XCN on the month. That's probably why I chose it this morning. That's about it. Chain Opera AI again moving from the top 100 to top 200. That chart looks horrendous. Again, put in your buy with discretion. I'll just say that. Toshi's down 30% for those who like Toshi on the month. We're looking at the month now. We're looking for 30s and 40s, and there's no 40s. So I'm sticking to my guns and saying XCN is probably going to be my top number 2 pick for the day on the month. All right, guys. So of course, that's my 2 cents, not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
Moving on. Market cap for Bitcoin dominance is still what?
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
Still, every single day, we cannot waver from this. When bull run, when altcoin season, if ever. We did see a hard downturn though, so it's good. That's, I mean, good for alt season, right? But man, these highs, man, they've been insane. We've been basically stuck at 60% dominance for like the last 2 months. Let's take a look. 1 month, boom, 60% dominance, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59.55555. It's the last 6 months, just chopping up here, just from 58, 58, 59, 59, 59. Yeah, my God, it's been the whole year. It feels like it. No, about half the year, It was pretty low at the beginning of the year, right? 57, 56, 55 might have been the lowest at the very beginning of 2025 when we started seeing that run up. But yeah, it's pretty much been Bitcoin's year to shine so far. We haven't had an altcoin season. All right, my favorite metric to share with you guys every single day, and of course I shared it with you guys this morning because it got brought up. I had to bring it up. It's my favorite metric. Guess again, this is the lowest amount of on exchange we've ever had year to date, and we will probably ever see year to date. 2.14 million still on the day, with a little bit of a dip. Probably within the next day or two, we might see 2.13. And then 2.12, and then and eventually we'll see 2 million, of course, breaking that again. We already sold off about a million Bitcoin off exchanges since the beginning of the year. At the beginning of last year, 2024, January 2024. So yeah, 2 years. 2 years we've already gobbled up a million Bitcoin. And you know where all of them went. You know where all of them went. Because, yeah, Michael Seller's been buying up about 200,000 just this year alone. Insane.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
Exactly. That's why you don't want to save any of this stupid shit. All right. Where are we at? Coin market cap. Yes, top altcoins, of course, in the market cap. Let's take a look and see what's our total market cap looking at today. Coming up today to 3.57. The highest we saw today was 3.59. We're getting closer and closer to reaching that 4 trillion again, climbing us, of course, out of the gutter. I hope to see this continue. We don't want to see another pullback deter us. We want to keep this trend up and to the right. And some of the big movers on the day as of this morning have been XRP. I think in the top 10 has been pretty much XRP. A lot returning back to XRP's market cap. We've seen a low of like $138 billion in XRP over the last few weeks. It's been sold down to that, and of course now we've gotten a huge pullback in inflows. So we've already gotten about $15 billion in inflows in the past week and a half or so. So looking pretty good for XRP, and the rest of our space is looking pretty healthy too today. There's a few things on the side, going side by side, sideways here, but mostly just up and to the right. DAIs going sideways, World Liberty Financial, of course, spiking, with BitTensor going sideways a little bit down here. That's why, of course, it's my top pick on the week. OKB, a little bit, it's almost breaking even. And then, yeah, you can see everything is green. Everything is green. Looking pretty good. Top 10 assets, anything moving, specifically, flipping anything? Not really. Top 10 still looking the same here. BNB still far away from flipping XRP. I'm not sure if it will after all the alleged manipulation it's been accused of. But yeah, top 20 assets here. We've still got Hyperliquid, Chainlink, still, of course, on the outskirts of 11, 12. With looks like Avalanche has been pushed down to 21, Sui holding number 20, and Litecoin still holding number 19. About the same we saw this morning and, of course, on Friday. All right. Moving on, guys. It's been a while since we looked at Bitcoin treasuries, and because Michael Saylor also purchased more today for his company, about 450, I believe, on the day. If you guys caught the morning live stream, you know what I'm talking about. I just want to kind of see where the rest of the world is sitting in when it comes to Bitcoin. So BlackRock's still sitting over 800,000 assets under management, 805,000 currently. I think it might be a little out of date here. Of course, the largest company holding any assets when it comes to Bitcoin is still Strategy. All right. Oh, I'm going to look at the rest of the world too. If I could actually get up there without it strolling in. God, let me get back to countries real quick. And I think I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. Damn it. There it is. United States. If it lets me, just let me scroll. Damn it. I'm going to fight with this damn computer. All right. The United States holding 326,000 Bitcoin after the last big seizure they had. Still not selling off anything, of course, like they agreed upon at the beginning of the year. China's still holding about the same, roughly 190,000. United Kingdom sitting at 61,245, and it's about the same everywhere else. As well. And do not forget, guys, I can actually move now? Wow. I may look small down here, but if I can get to it. El Salvador, sitting at 6,377 Bitcoin, has been buying a single Bitcoin every single day and 10 on every big down day or dip. So again, wow, getting really close to how much the UAE currently has. That's insane. Of course, first Bitcoin country, El Salvador. All right, moving on. Moving on. We got the blockchaincenter.net, of course, bringing us the rainbow chart, one of our favorite Met tools here for Bitcoin. And today's no different. It's been a while since I showed you this, but yeah, we're still in the buy zone. Not even in the accumulation zone. Not even still cheap territory, which begins at 172,000, which are likes we've never seen before. What the F?
I'd buy that for $1.
When we have full FOMO really pouring in, guys, when we have mass inflation and devalue of our own currency, this silly shit, right? You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about here soon. All right. We'll get into it. Top 10 assets in the world today. I'm gonna refresh this because it took me a little long to set up the live stream tonight. Can I do this? It's probably still the same anyway. I'm assuming it is. It's not reloading. There it is. It's up a little bit more now since I started. Bitcoin's still holding number 8. Broadcom and Saudi Aramco flipping Meta last week. We talked about that. And Amazon and silver still back to back on number 6 and 7. So we're still waiting, of course, to get to a higher price position, or where the likes of where we've been before, like the top 5, like Alphabet's sitting at right now. Remember when we were higher than Google, and Google just added another $1 trillion to their market cap this year? Yeah, I do. It's insane, guys. Absolutely insane.
Are you stupid?
It's all overpriced. All right. Moving on. It's a bubble, I say. If you guys haven't already, please don't forget to hit, of course, the Discord. Hit up the Discord. The link's in the description down below. Of course, I set this up as a place for you guys to continue the chaos after the show. If you wanted to gain access, all you do is jump over there through that link. Jump and read the rules page. Again, guys, don't be a dick. That's all I ask. Just don't be a dick. And to get access, just click on the little link here and you'll let you on in. All the general lobby and everything will load for you. And of course, be one of us. Guys, come over. One of us. I can't wait to see more of you crazies over there. All right. We're going to get into some news. I didn't know about this, guys. This is crazy. This is nuts. I don't know if you guys heard about this on Friday. I don't have Bank of America, so I didn't hear about it until today. And I saw these videos. We're going to get into it. Oh, my God, guys. It's real. So it's Bank of America showing zero balance on a lot of people. Thousands of people. How do I know this? Because I saw this.
I'm experiencing this right now, but none of my banking apps are working. I can't transfer money. Venmo's not working. Somebody went to McDonald's this morning. They said systems are down at all McDonald's, so you couldn't get food. Show me. Let me see your phone.
There's just tons of these videos.
The bank and the online banking says that my account balance is 0, which is not what my banking app tells me. It's telling me I have the same balance as yesterday. So I called the bank.
All right. 0.
Count your days, because that is wild.
If you have Bank of America, y'all check your bank accounts right now. People are reporting that their money is not being in their accounts.
And this one really shocked me too. This guy said that they took his locked deposit box.
I just heard from the bank regarding our safe deposit box, and the news is really bad. All the contents of our box are gone. They were sent to the state of New York and they were auctioned off. Everything is history. My wife's engagement ring, gone. 21 gold coins from my father, history. Jewelry, irreplaceable, memories, gone. I'm going to get a check from the state, probably far from the value of my lockbox, my safe deposit box. It's all history, and I'm very, very upset.
Yeah, I would be too. That's insane, guys. So I just want to give you a taste of that. If you guys like this sort of content, I've been doom scrolling every single night. I can't sleep anymore. This is the Epic Economist covering this stuff. Absolutely amazing. He does tremendous work screening these things, and yeah, he has he does this, of course, British vernacular on everything he covers.
Things are really getting crazy with the banking system right now.
Yes, it is, apparently. And he's even showing a video I shared with you guys last week. This woman here, who is a reporter, and she's on TikTok.
Why is no one covering what's happening
Remember
with
this video
banks
from
right
last
now
week?
and the repo market? And I was like, well, if you cover that, it's going to immediately cause a run on the banks, and it is going to cause a decline in the stock market. But here is the seriousness of what is happening right now.
So yeah, it's all going some kind of way, guys. It's all coming some kind of way. All right, so Bank of America account showing balances of $0. Bank of America customers across the U.S. report app and online banking outages. Here's what caused the Bank of America crash last Friday into the weekend. I can't imagine how people were terrified over the entire weekend. The banks are closed. Thousands of Bank of America customers across the United States were locked out of their accounts late Friday night after the nationwide outage hit the bank's digital systems. Users said their balances suddenly appeared at zero, triggering widespread concern and social media buzz. Outage tracking the Down detector recorded 3,000 reports beginning around 7:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, showing the disruption affected both the mobile app and the online banking platforms. According to the live data, 88% of complaints came from users facing issues on the bank mobile app, while 10% struggled with the login errors on their computers. Cities Houston, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York saw the highest spike in the outage alerts, suggesting the issue was nationwide in scope. This is coming off the back of them also printing that $29.5 billion over the weekend, which I think I have another one pulled up for that too. I got a lot of doom to cover tonight, guys. It's insane. Let me get through this one. I'm going to catch up with you guys in the chat. It's insane what's going on. Yes. Okay. The unusual glitch has led to a confusion with confusing potential account breaches across data losses. However, early indicators suggest that the problem was limited to display errors rather than a loss of actual funds. Yeah, that's what they'll say, right? It's just a glitch, guys. Your money's lost in the matrix. It's fine. Yeah, outage data. They're just borrowing against 99.75% of it because it's fractional banking. That's how this works. They're investing your hard-earned money. All the money's never really there. Bank of America is one of the largest consumer banks in the United States, serving more than 68 million clients, which amplified the scale of disruption. With early Saturday morning, some users reported a partial restoration of access through intermittent issues persisted for others. No evidence has emerged of cyber attacks or data breaches linked to the incident. Similar display outages have occurred in the past with major banks due to the server synchronization errors or API failures during routine system updates. Yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. Well, they have not issued an official explanation, according to Bank of America. We don't know what really caused the outage. I wonder if it was just them trying to, add some, move some money around and add some capital overnight. From the Fed, of course, because we know the Fed just issued a huge amount of money to, of course, facilitate these banks that are in the red for these repos. All right, let's go and see what else we got here. Before we go any further, I'm going to catch you back up with you guys in the chat. All right, let's get back up. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm so behind. Oh, no.
Are you stupid?
Yes. I should have jumped in here earlier. 50-year mortgages are very, very, very bad news. Yes, I've got you, babe. Okay, I think that's where we are right here. Florida. Yes, I'll be in Florida, Ari. Yes. Sorry, Otaku. Pumps only come when you are on vacation. No acceptations. Oh, my God, exceptions. Yeah. I'll be in Florida, and then the whole pump will happen, and I'll be like, damn it. Hey guys, I'm making dinner but listening. How's it going, Ben? How you doing, Ben? Hope you're doing great today. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Ben Schiller, work with that spoon. Oh no, what is Ben doing for dinner? Broccoli, sweet potato, and fish. Nice. Jacob say, can I snap bennies in Ohio? What? What the hell? Ben in the house. Yes, Ben in the house. Hey, GG. Of course, you guys shouting back and forth to each other in the chat. Love to see it. Big Freedom's on the Lightning Network. Is it? That would be awesome. We got to get Braveheart on the freaking Lightning Network. Let's go. Well, I mean, he only accepts Satoshis anyway, right? Only, of course. A Big Freedom meal right now only costs about 6,700. Actually, no, it's actually went up now since last Friday. I think it's like 6,900 or 7,000 for a Big Freedom meal. Sats. Shirley D, what is Diddy doing on the calculator? What? Vlad Epstein? What? What the hell? Andra coming in with a $2 super chat, Andra. Oh, yes, Helmo. Do you think Swift is a great buy right now? Does Helmo think Swift's a good buy right now? Let's take a look real quick at Swift. Sitting at 2057. Maybe. It's coming up. It's coming up a decent amount today, too. Damn. This is on the 30-minute chart. 6% on the day. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Hell yeah. Looking pretty good. We could break out tonight. Pushing hopefully back up to 302. No, wait, that ain't right. What the hell? That's okay. That's an increase of 302. 205, 206. Damn, almost 206. That wouldn't be bad. Again, it's still a little early to tell, but it did break out. And it's possible we could see a retracement later. But yeah, it could be hitting its head right now. It's got a little bit of legs, so we can zoom in for a little bit closer, but this is really short term. The 1 minute, the 3 minute. Yeah, I don't know. I have to wait and see. But if I were a betting man, I would say that it's probably going to come back down and return here to 556. 556. And then maybe a later breakout. Where does that put us? Until about midnight? Yeah, about midnight. Everything always happens right about midnight. And then another retest of that 206 right about midnight. So that'd be my guess. Of course, if it does break out, it's a 60% chance it's going to go to where? Not too much higher from here, but maybe something like 2059. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, 2059. 20599, almost 206. Probably going to see a bounce off for a 206. All right. That's Swift coin for you guys tonight. All right, what else we got? 106,000. Oh, wow. Bitcoin's, again, still tight in this price action here. This on the 1 minute. It's coming back down to retest. And I'm just getting distracted by charts now because I'm high on caffeine. All right, let's get back in the chat. Oh, my God. Where were we? Food stamps. What's going on with food stamps, says Ben. I don't think that they're going to resolve food stamps until the shutdown is complete. I think some states may have some exceptional rules, but from my understanding, they're just going to wait until the government reopens, right? So Thursday, Friday, maybe this Friday, we'll get the people that are in dire need of food stamps, their food stamps. Jake says, F assholes. Assholes who just want to... What the hell? Oh my... I need some warnings, guys. What the F? What the F's, Jake? I don't know why you just, lost it. I wish I knew. Okay, the Doom, says Maximus Diamond Hand. Yes, welcome to the Doom live stream tonight. The Doom had a flow in it. Jake the Snake is your kingdom. It's full of shit. Oh, you guys are insane. Oh, man. All right. Locked in the bathroom, locked in the blockchain. You guys are crazy. Trent, is that what you want, Nebs? Transformers? Oh, you just never know. I'm sure Nebs has seen everything working the streets, man. He's seen everything. Okay, they are among us, says Nebs. We don't talk about that. Maybe tomorrow we can talk about that, Nebs. We can talk about that tomorrow. I like Andre. 3436, says Ben Lawrence. Who are they, Nebs? That's a good question. Nebula Nerd says, sold my Snap Bennies, 50 cents to the dollar for... Oh, damn. All right, I can't read all that. But you guys can check the chat. I can't read that on the air. Definitely not. Nebula Nerd says, yeah, stole a little bit. You guys are too... I can't read this shit. What the hell? Oh, jeez. You read it backwards. Read it backwards. Oh, I can read it backwards. Gotcha. DCA to nothing with left. Money, my and left had I crack of a bit little and the stole. There you go. I read it backwards. There you go. I love you guys. You guys are insane. Jake the Snake says, it's a quote from Team America. It's a quote from Team... Really? Damn. He be taken, only be had if you go to McFreedom's to eat. Yes, for sure. All right. Say what now? Exactly. I don't even know what I said now. All right, so what do we got? Why the Fed's $29.4 billion liquidity injection matters for Bitcoin. Guys, they just printed a shit ton of money. A shit ton of money in the last week. Let's talk about it. Although the Federal Reserve quietly added $29.4 billion into the banking system recently, markets took notice. It wasn't even just markets, guys. Normies took notice. I wonder if I could still go back to that video. I might, because in that video I just showed you guys, people are starting to actually talk about this, like normies. I'm surprised. I'm actually really proud of normies. Let me see if I can pull this back up. Yeah,
that works for a media organization, and
random normies talking about it.
As a business consultant in the United States, you know what I'm noticing that's going to really hit the banks are going to, commercial loans are going to go on default. It's not the home loans. The home loans, yes, some are going to default. They can always find new homeowners. The commercial loans are going on default. Commercial buildings, commercial loan, SBA loans, which are like government loans to businesses. These businesses close.
And 20-cent Patreon.
From our banks. Many service members bank with an institution that exclusively...
Oh yeah, USAA also having problems right now. Oh my god, I think this woman here...
Federal Reserve pumps billions of dollars into the banks in the middle of the fucking night?
Yeah! That's my girl right there.
So there isn't a fucking run on the banks because the banks literally don't have enough money to keep up with transactions? Shit's bad. Shit's really bad. Like, the Great Depression is here kind of bad. Right as the night before they cut off all of everybody's food stamps. I'm still waiting to see if my kid's childcare is still covered this month. As a single fucking mom who's disabled.
All right. So yeah, you guys get the idea. I'm really, I'm starting to feel it. And today I felt like I was going back in time to 2023. It almost feels like we're almost right about there. So if you guys weren't around in crypto in 2023, Bitcoin was sitting at like $15,000, something like that. Yeah, it was insane. And what happened in 2023? Well, I can show you. I've actually documented it. I have I have hundreds of pins on my chart to reference every single point in history that I've experienced in Bitcoin. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's pull this up and see if I can crash my computer. Boom! This is everything that's happened that I've tracked in Bitcoin over the last 5 years, almost 6 now. All right, so what are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about here back in 2023. What happened? Ooh, global banks begin to collapse. Yes, we had this little thing happen when Bitcoin was sitting at 22,000, the earliest of which 16,500. FTX fell for bankruptcy back here at the end of 2022. And then, yeah, I guess that I put when I purchased my second largest entry of Bitcoin also. But anyway, the global banks started collapsing, and then we had more warrants for Putin's arrest. What else we had here, and you can see where the money flows into Bitcoin around these times, and it was just the small banks. Yeah, it's just the small banks, not the big banks. I have a lot of clips from back then too. I could share with you guys where we had and we had Elizabeth Warren back then. If you guys, Elizabeth Warren, well, Janet Yellen back then, saying it's not the big banks, it's just the small banks. Don't need to worry about the big banks, not yet. Yeah, we're kind of worrying about the big banks now. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because today it really felt like I went back in time. I'm like, Bitcoin's just kind of going a little bit up and to the right. And what did we do last time we were here? What are we doing right now? We're just going up a little bit up and to the right. I don't know. And are we gonna get this crazy curve following gold soon? I don't know. But it seems like with everything that's going on, with the more money printing, I mean, the amount they're gonna send to people, guys. We covered it this morning in the live stream. It's insane. $2,000 pace. Okay, we're gonna get into that later, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. I feel like we're back in 2023 all over again, and the cycle right now just feels like we're in like the beginning of the cycle. We're at the very bottom, or we're at the the very low before, of course, the big measure move up. I had this feeling today. I'm like, man, I just feel like we're right here, right there. And of course, we could still see some pullbacks if we get really spooked, right? If we get really spooked, like there's an official recession announcement, which I don't think America would really do. Yeah, it's about to get real. All right, enough doom. But there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come. Let me clean up my chart real quick so I don't have to go back later. All right. Let's go back. Oh yeah. So yeah, more doom. God. Oh Jesus. All right, let's get back to where we were. All right, so the Federal Reserve added $29.4 billion in the banking system recently. The money came, through the Fed's standing repo facility, commonly known as the SRF. In simple terms, that's where the dealers can borrow cash overnight using treasuries as collateral. In 2020 was the last time we saw the Fed using the system as such a large scale, which was primarily done as the pandemic sent funding costs soaring. Yeah, and we're going to see more of that, I think, as soon. I mean, guys, I think every American only received like $1,600 during COVID, and now you're looking at giving them $2,000. And again, it's not going to be everyone, so we're only going to give 70% or 75% or 80%. Those, of course, probably making less than $200,000 a year are probably going to get this. Maybe it's as high as 225 or something. I'm not sure exactly where middle class really starts anymore. I think it's 120. I think something like that. So anyone making, of course, a 200 or lower is going to probably get these checks. That's a huge percent of the population. If it's anything like last time, we printed 80% of all the money that has ever been minted in 2 years, 21 and 22. All of the money. And we're going to do it all over again. We can't print any 80% anymore because that would also be double what we printed last time. But we can get pretty close. I would think we're probably going to get to 40 or 50% of all the money ever made in this next print. I can't wait. This is insane. We'll dive into that with the next article more and more. But anyway, crypto investors have paid close attention to digital assets, particularly Bitcoin, off the react to shifts in liquidity across traditional markets. With more of these, it'll make anything that you use these to pay for more valuable, right? Because now there's more of these and less of these. Okay, for example, if there's only 3 fortune cookies left in the world and you just printed a shit ton more money. Here's a $50 bill. I haven't burned yet, surprisingly. You just printed a whole bunch of freaking more money and more money and more money. And then everyone buys up all the fortune cookies. There's only one left. Well, then now it's going to cost even more for that fortune cookie. I mean, that's a simple economics. Anyway, the reasoning is straightforward that the cash will be easier to access. Risk-taking trends to rise. Bitcoin's recent price softness has already been linked to tight liquidity conditions. So a sudden injection from the Fed sparked optimism. But it's not just crypto investors that took note. Bitcoin and other crypto tokens are used as in many online activities. The change in value could affect a player's funding. This is especially the case for crypto poker sites where players fund accounts with Bitcoin and Ethereum to compete with real money games. From the Fed's liquidity injection, many players saw the value of their crypto funds increase on these poker sites. The operation was meant to calm the repo market, not spark a rally. The repurchase agreement, or repo, is basically an overnight loan. One of these lends cash and takes treasuries as collateral. The other borrows cash and agrees to buy the collateral back the next day. When reserves in the system drop, borrowing costs rise, and that's when the Fed steps in to keep things balanced. Yeah, that's what they do. And guess what happens? Of course, risk on assets will go down, and risk off assets will go up. And this is where Bitcoin, of course, shines, because it can be both. It can be a risk on and risk off asset. When everyone goes to gold or silver as flight to quality, flight to safety, they're going to do the same thing with Bitcoin as well. Recently, reserves fell as the Fed continued reducing the balance sheet through quantitative tightening. At the same time, the Treasury built up its own cash pile in the Treasury general account. Both moves drained liquidity. Bank reserves slid to around 2.8 trillion, which is still a big number, but the lower comfort zone, repo rates inched higher. a signal that some institutions were scrambling for cash. And this what scares me too, because we just covered the Fed's meeting with the SEC with the what was it, innovations and crypto innovations. There was two that same week. I get the two confused, but it was the SEC one where the Fed Governor Waller was hosting. That was the Fed's, right? I don't even remember. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was the Fed's event. And he said specifically that they want to make sure that the stablecoins were going to be available because it would be easier for them in the back end to flood these central banks. So from what I understood, what he said, you'd be able to flood these central banks overnight with the capital they require for the liquidity they need in order to stop a bank run. This is exactly what we could possibly see when the Genius Act is in place, meaning that they'll never have a bank run again. People will just never feel it. It'll be there. It just won't be in, of course, the eyes of the people because it won't ever hit their bank account. That's what scares me, man. It's just total manipulation from the Fed Reserve, which is neither a Fed or a Reserve. Injecting over $29 billion wasn't meant as a stimulus, but it was a patch. Short-term, reversible, and focused. The Fed wanted to keep repo rates near normal and give banks enough flexibility to manage daily funding. That doesn't expand the money supply like quantitative easing does, but it does. But it prevents unnecessary tightening. Still, with liquidity stress eases, markets breathe easier. Stocks steadied, and Bitcoin found some support. The connection isn't direct, but it's there. It's definitely there. When the system isn't strained, investors are more willing to hold assets that swing more. Bitcoin benefits from the mood, and if only briefly. Market analysts view the move as a sign of the Fed's attentiveness, not a prelude to stimulus. Andy Constant, CEO of Damped Spring Advisors, noted that it's happening appears to be mixed interbank adjustments and temporary tightness linked to Treasury activity. Constant went on to stating that the system would likely correct itself when needing future intervention. In his opinion, more aggressive action would only be required if the reserves continue to fall sharply, which a lot of people are definitely hurting right now and can't afford their payments, and the subprime market is about ready to collapse. Yes. All right, let's go. Let me get back in the chat, you guys. I'll stop where the stop signs are. Thank you. Otaku, you need a professional chat reader to help you now. I think so, man. Oh, geez. Ben Lawrence says, normies will join the butthole economy. AI and robots take their jobs. That is about just the repo market. Yes, Ben. Banks are failing because of liquidity issues, not because they actually are insolvent. IJS says, Ben Lawrence, we are not in 2023. We are in 2025. Prove me wrong. You're not wrong, Spence. LDS, I didn't know you swang that way. Oh, geez. What else we got in the chat? Are you still on the casino? Oh, Spen's still going to the casino. Whoa. And Nebulator says, this 2,000 dividend supposed to not be a stimulus check? I don't think it's a check. It's going to we're going to see a freaking rally. Yeah, more than likely we're going to see a rally from those checks. We're going to get into that next. Actually got that pulled up next. Crypto Otaku sounds so serious about the feeling. A couple of hours ago, I checked the date on the article and read the old news. Date is the 10th of November. Yes, today is the date. That's right, but don't know what year I crossed my streams. What? Van Lawrence says, yes, is liquidity a play? Repo market is normally bank activity. Van Lawrence says, you take illiquid assets and exchange them for cash. Gamma Goddess says, I was talking to my grandma. She turned 95 years old today. Damn! Congratulations to grandma. That's insane. That's insane. If only we can all get to that age. That's insane. Gamma. Happy birthday, Granny Gigi. Yes, Ben. Spence says, all right. Wife says, I have to go to the house. She doesn't believe my girlfriend is out here and shop with me. Oh, my God, Spence. Yes, it's a blessing, Gamma. Yes, go service your wife, Spence. Says, yep. Until she prefers a robot. That's right, Jake. And Ben. Let's go. Oh, geez. Ben, Spence is already a robot, he says. Jeez. You should... Wow. All right. I can't read some of that stuff. But yeah, sounds awesome, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your evening. All right, moving on. We got this. And this. We'll start with this. Trump proposes a $2,000 dividend funded by tariffs. Here's what experts say about the plan. President Donald Trump on Sunday said he wants to give most Americans $2,000 payment funded by tariffs as he defended what's become one of the administration's signature policies. We've been talking about this all year. First it was Doge. Then it was, Doge ain't going to make enough. Then it's going to be, tariff money. And then that kind of stopped for a while. I remember they asked him on the White House lawn when he was moving towards the helicopter. And they're like, oh, yeah, we want to do that. Excellent. Thank you for asking. It's almost like it was a planned question. But anyway, yes, we've been talking about this all year. It seems like he's serious about this one, though. And he actually kind of laid out a plan in that tweet last night on Truth Social. If you guys didn't catch it, we covered it this morning. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone, Mr. Trump wrote Sunday in a Truth Social post. He didn't provide additional details on how such rebates would be dispersed to Americans. He doesn't have the amount yet from tariffs, but my guess is by the end of the year he may get that, but it may also get kind of it might kind of, I don't know if it will be negated. If the Supreme Court's rules that the tariffs are unlawful, I don't think we're going to give that money back. We don't give anything back. Are you kidding me? So we'll probably have some of that, but he's going to have to pull that money from somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, it's not very clear and clean and cut yet. But he's promised it, and this is coming right on time, too, with the midterms next year. So my guess is if he's going to have it, depending on income, right, it's probably going to be during tax season. So you're going to probably get this as soon as you file your taxes next year. This reminds me of the 2008, 2009 Obama tax fund. I just talked about that yesterday, I swear, or this morning or Friday. I don't remember. I just talked about it. I just mentioned it because that was the last one I remember getting, I think. No, there's probably been others, but that was a significant one. And that was only $500 per person, I think, back then. So this is a significant amount, which in terms of inflation, I'd be curious to see how much $500 versus $2,000 will get you. Because my first car was about $500, and now I don't think you can get a freaking used car for $2,000 anymore, right? Oh, it's a different world, man. It's a different world. All right, so yeah, Mr. Trump wrote on Sunday a Truth Social post. He didn't provide any additional details. Mr. Trump has previously floated the idea. Who's calling him Mr. Trump? CBS News. In July, he said the administration was considering giving Americans a small rebate based on billions of the federal government has collected in tariff revenue since Mr. Trump took office. The president has suggestion comes closer to the core section of his tariff policy is now before the Supreme Court, with some of the justices appearing skeptical last week of Mr. Trump's use of the 1977 International Emergency Economic Powers, IEEPA, to authorize the wide-ranging import duties. He's been, of course, terrorizing the world with these tariffs. The White House did not immediately respond to CBS's news request for comment on how the administration would disperse these checks. How could the rebate work? Typically, the rebates and stimulus payments are issued through the tax code, requiring Congress to pass new legislation authorizing the Treasury Department to send checks. For instance, the 3 stimulus checks issued during the pandemic were authorized by Congress, with the payments signed into law by Presidents Trump and Biden. Earlier this year, Congress overhauled the tax code through the Republicans' Big Beautiful Bill, which created the new breaks, such as eliminating tax on some tipped income and overtime. The law doesn't include rebates or dividends for taxpayers. The use of the U.S. Secretary and Scott Bessent, of course, Treasury, on Sunday told Fox News that the dividend could come from lots of different forms, lots of different ways. He added, it just could be a tax decrease. We are seeing as a president's agenda, on tax on tips, tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, deductibility of auto loans, etc., etc. Is there enough revenue to pay everyone $2,000 dividend? Paying $2,000 is about 100 to 150 million adults, which is half of the, a little less than half the adult population. Well, it's a little bit less than half the total population. It's 350 million Americans, which I'd imagine a lot less of that is adults, working adults, that are Yeah, that are making 200,000 or less a year. But anyway, million adults earning 100,000 or less will require roughly $300 billion in revenue. According to Erica York, the Vice President of Federal Tax Policy and Tax Foundation, and post on X, only problem is new tariffs have raised only $120 billion so far, which is about the same amount as they got from Doge as well. It's been a while since we checked on Doge. I don't think it's changed much. I think it was like 150 last time we looked at it, I think. Doge, how much has saved? I think it's like doge.gov or something, right? Doge.gov. Remember when they had the dog on here at the beginning of the year? That was a cool time. Different days. 214 billion now. Okay, so we're up there. We're definitely up there. So again, if they only wanted to do 100,000 or less, that's possible. But people in California making $100,000 are actually considered in poverty, I believe. Definitely not in the middle class in California. What is considered poverty? Oh my God, I can't type in my California. It doesn't matter. AI will fix it for me. All right. Okay. Maybe I need to be a little more specific. San Francisco, LA. 40,000. What's middle class? Because the entire thing is to do middle class and lower. 159,000 annually. Yeah, so definitely have to up those numbers. Maybe it's going to be 150 and lower. You know, just kind of, that would suck if you're in the middle there. But anyway, middle class in LA. Yeah. All right, what else we got? Or maybe he won't care because it's California and he's not really a big fan of California. It's for his rhetoric. Gee, I'm just thinking about everybody. Okay, so yeah, the Supreme Court, if they rule the tariffs unlawful, those businesses could be entitled to refunds, curtailing the tariff revenue available for the rebate checks. I don't know if they're going to actually give anything back. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they won't. Rebate for most taxpayers would also include a national debt. York added, yes, it would. It would add to the national debt. We are not going to, of course, do the right thing, and that's, of course, paying off our United States debt. The math gets worse, accounting for the full budgetary impact of tariffs. $1 worth of tariff revenue offsets about 24 cents of income and payroll tax revenue, she said. Adjusting for that, tariffs have raised $90 billion of net revenues compared to Trump's proposed $300 billion rebate. On Monday, Mr. Trump said on the Truth Social that the money left over from the payments would be used to pay down the national debt. So if they only have, between Doge and these tariffs, by the end of the year, if they only have, like, say, $400 or $500 billion, are they really going to just throw half of it at this and the other half at the debt? I mean, it's kind of a drop in the bucket. What is that? The remaining 200 billion or 300 billion at most? Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket when it comes to our $38.2 trillion debt, right? Could tariff checks boost inflation? Yes. The stimulus checks during the pandemic were accredited to the economists with boosting inflation, which reached a 40-year high in 2022, sending new tariff checks to almost every U.S. household could risk another bout of inflation by stimulating demand for goods and services without boosting their supply. That could occur at a time where inflation is already at its higher, partly due to Trump's administration tariffs, according to The Economist, while U.S. businesses eat some of those tariffs and, of course, pass over most of it to the consumers. Tariffs dividends would be another factor pushing inflation up rather than bringing it down. She said, noting that the stimulus checks likely boosted inflation by between 1 to 3 percentage points, which I don't know if I agree with that. Of course, real inflation is definitely feels differently at the grocery store. It would be smaller, but it would be increasing the budget deficit by giving people more money. Yeah, it definitely would. White House officials said the economists making that assertion are baseless and speculating about the possible inflationary impact, noting that there aren't many details yet about the plan. Yeah, pretty much. Again, believe what you want to believe. It's all doom in my eyes. This is going to, of course, bring the value of the dollar down even further. All right, what else we got? Trump considering 50-year mortgages if it doesn't get any crazier. Oh, Jesus. We talked about this a few weeks ago, and I didn't think they would actually go through with it. Yeah, here we are.
And then Brian Westbury, you are an economist and you're going to economize for us. Could this be... some people in the Trump administration describe this as a game changer, a 50-year mortgage.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit strong to me. Is it a game changer?
Yeah, it is a bit strong, Stuart, but yeah, I mean, there is nothing wrong with it, and it will help some people pay a little bit less every month, even though you do pay more interest over time. We've done the same thing with automobiles. It used to be a 3-year loan, then it went 4, 5, 6. I think there's some 8-year loans out there right now, and it's just all about taking down that monthly payment. But let me back up for just a second. You know, if you take
It's not going to save you much.
State and local government spending, plus everything we all spend to comply with regulations that the government creates and puts on us, that equals over 50% of our GDP in this country. So government's taking half of our income. No wonder houses aren't affordable. And then what we try to do is fix that with these other things. And what we really should be doing is shrinking the burden of government and taxation on homeowners.
Well said. Now, President Trump promised $2,000 tariff dividends to taxpayers. You get the money from the tariffs, distribute it to taxpayers, $2,000 a piece. Do you support this tariff dividend idea?
Not really. If we're going to have tariffs, and I'm not. Tariffs are a tax, Stuart, in my view. If we're going to have tariffs, we should use it to pay down the debt. But here's, I think, underneath all of this is a really big issue. In 2008, we started quantitative easing. That's the Fed printing all of this money. Then during COVID, we did it again. And we also ran up massive deficits. And what this did, it created inflation, and it also created more inequality in our country. So if you have assets, you own stocks, you own a house, you won. If you don't have assets, you lost. And so all of these policies trying to make things more affordable or handing out money, all they're really doing is trying to fix a problem that we created by printing too much money in the first place. The set of policies we've seen in the last 15 years in this country, we've never had a set of policies that have created more inequality than those. And I think that's why Mondani won in New York, and I think it's why we're looking at 50-year mortgages and $2,000 rebates. It's all about trying to fix this inequality, which was created by the government in the first place.
That's a fascinating argument. Thanks very much for joining us. We really appreciate it, Brian. That's a very good insight. Thank you.
You guys in the chat, man, I had to mute my mic. I just couldn't stop cracking up. You guys are insane. I can't read half of that shit in there. It's insane. Yeah, poor Spence. Yeah, Kevin God says, you guys are all crazy and nasty. Yes. Poor... Yeah, you guys are great. Maximus Diamond Hands shouting out to Maximus Diamond Hands saying, yes, 50-year mortgage, you're cooked. You're cooked. Literally. If you're going to pay the minimum, you're going to have to pay. You're basically paying for 3 houses when it comes to compounding interest. Holy hell. You're only going to save about $100 a month and have to pay for the rest of your life. Or you're not going to make it. I mean, screw it. The average home buyer right now, first-time home buyers, 40 years old. 40 years. As we just covered that last week. Why in the hell are we going to do 50-year mortgages as a solution if we know that the first-time home buyers are 40 years old? It makes no sense. They're going to be 90 years old when it's paid off. They're never going to pay it off. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. That's what that is. All right. Yeah, 5 years of mortgages are exactly the same or now. Instead, you're paying 20 extra years. Doesn't fix the housing prices, inflation, 100% easy. Bro, with a 50-year mortgage, interest rates will compound you into the ground. Yes, you're basically paying for 3 houses. 3 freaking houses. What's insane is little. Jesus, man, I can't read any of the stuff you guys are saying tonight. Holy hell, you guys are. You guys are on a whole different spectrum. All right. What else we got here in the chat? I might have missed something interesting. I think I caught that one. Strawberry Dragon's coming with a $2 super chat. I almost said 2-year mortgage. Strawberry Dragon's coming with a 2-year mortgage. Dead and still didn't own a damn house. Yeah, that sucks, man. Can't even pass it down to your family. kind of the outstanding debt they don't want anyway. By then, I think, and they covered it so many different places already. It's a lot cheaper to, of course, rent than it is to own a house anymore. For sure. It's the largest, I think, span of time we've had where renting is now cheaper than owning a house. I'm gonna be as old as Maxine Waters when I have my house paid off. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it goes. Milk Money says the cost of housing is just going to rise with a 50-year mortgage. Yeah. You can imagine the first time home buyers are going to be 50 years old. It's just going to be an old boomer thing is what the Gen Zs are going to call it. It's just a boomer thing to own a house. It's just a boomer thing. It's crazy. I just can't. It's so crazy. This is the world we're living in now, guys. I'm telling you. Dystopian future is here. We are here. And we haven't even got into the robots or AI taking your jobs yet. Holy shit. McDonald's executive stirs up Bitcoin crowd with McRib return. Here we go again. The price of Bitcoin rose on Monday as McDonald's prepared the McRib's return in the United States, mirroring a momentum seen across the sandwiches showing last year. I remember this too. It's crazy. The freaking McRib is like an indicator now. For several years, the sandwich's availability has only been informally linked to the periods of strength for the leading digital asset by market cap, as well as stock indices like the S&P 500. The dynamic was referenced by McDonald's senior marketing director Huane, I don't know, who said on X on Monday that the barbecue flavored fan favorite has recently found its new meaning on the internet. With the trading and crypto community. Legendary McRib returns 11/11. That's tomorrow, guys. That could mean huge pump confirmed tomorrow.
I'd buy that for $1.
Is the most mentioned limited time product online, higher than other evergreen items, particularly on X. Funnily enough, the entirety independent of and McDonald's involvement, the McRib has recently found new, I don't know, man, this is like broken English. I should have read it like Wu-Wei. The legendary McRib return. Yeah, some claim Bitcoin and S&P 500 tend to perform well at the McRib makes a comeback, particularly in 2017, 2020, 2021. And Joe Lemming says, coincidentally, when the McRib returned to restores in December 2024, Bitcoin hit all-time high. Last year, the McRib returned as U.S. President Donald Trump's re-election unleashed animal spirits in the crypto market. Guys, there's something to this. You might want to put this in your back pocket with the years to sell stocks. Yep. Chart. Yeah, you need this with the McRib, little McRib coupon or something in your pocket as a reminder. Yeah, it's insane. It's kind of crazy, but true. All right. Let's see what else we got. So the 40-day government shutdown shows signs of potentially ending, leading in the rise of price of Bitcoin up to assets on Sunday. According to Huane, I can't pronounce that name. McRib is set to return to restaurants nationwide starting on Tuesday. Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Only be available for a limited time, of course, and amount. Americans got their first taste of barbecue sauce, pickles, onions, and pork in 1981. All right. So yeah, I think there's enough of a correlation there to say that number go up tomorrow. Oh, jeez, this is ridiculous. It's not a silly article. I got no shortage of news today, guys. No shortage of news. I wanted to cover this one, but I think I cannot continue reading without signing in. So I shall sign in. There we go. So let me go back to the article I was just at. Don't quit being a dick. Come on, CoinDesk. Jesus. Okay. Senate AG releases long-awaited version of crypto market structure legislation. This brings the Congress a step closer to firmly defining how the CFTC and SEC can oversee crypto. The Senate and Agricultural Committee published the draft crypto market structure bill as necessary steps to the Senate inches towards its own version of the House's Clarity Act. Of course, Lummis has said both of these drafts are pretty close to each other, and when they get going again, this should be pretty easy to knock out. Those are her words, not mine. The Senate Agricultural Committee published a draft on the crypto market structure on Monday, bringing the body a necessary step closer to advancing its answer to the House of Representatives. Clarity Act legislation to define how The Commodity Futures Trading Commission can oversee the spot market trading. The draft bill, which will still include the brackets indicating sections where the lawmakers have yet fully agreed on details, marks a major step toward the government delineating where the CFTC's jurisdiction ends and the Securities and Exchange Commission jurisdiction begins. The key question that only Congress can answer. It seems like we just need Congress to go in full session. We need government shutdown. We need the Market, of course, Clarity Act to go back in, of course. There's so much all wrapped up into this, guys. We're waiting on Congress. We're just waiting on Congress. Go back to work! Damn it!
What are you, stupid?
Congress can answer all these. The federal agencies ramp up their own efforts to publish guidance to the crypto companies and their firms hoping to offer crypto-related services in the United States next year. Still, a draft is still one step closer. To the legislative pass. The Senate's bandwidth has been narrowed. Their urgent matters, especially the budget dispute that currently has the federal government shuttered. My God, who wrote this shit? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nikhilish G and Jesse Hamilton. My God. My God. Choice of words. Jesus. Really trying to be edgy. Just being a pain in the ass. Okay. Marks a major step toward the government delineating where the CFTC jurisdiction. I read all that. Where was I? All these things keep popping up too. CoinDesk. The draft published on Monday, led by committee chairman John Boozman and one of the panel's senior Democrats, Cory Booker, defines terms like blockchain and how these concepts will apply to the Commodity Exchange Act. It directly directs the CFTC to engage in the joint rulemaking, the SEC to address everything from portfolio managing or margining of securities and to how the agencies will oversee intermediaries. Some of the bracketed sections, really? Who the hell writes this shit? Include definitions for how the bill might interact with the laws. One section said that the minority view, referring to the Democrats here, is that the lawmakers don't believe the Agricultural Committee has sufficient jurisdiction to address one part of the law, but would like to work with the Banking Committee to work it out. Another bracketed section.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well,
what the hell?
What are you, stupid?
Okay. Would direct the CFTC to have at least 2 commissioners, with the minority party consulting the makeup. The CFTC right now is run by a single acting chair, Caroline Pham. President Donald Trump has nominated the current SEC Crypto Task Force Counsel Mike Selig to take over as chair, but has not nominated any other commissioners. What's going on with the IRS lately, too? Because last I heard, Scott Besson was still running it, and he was the 7th person this year to run the IRS, temporarily run the IRS. So I don't know what's going on with the IRS still. Anyway, getting back into this. In a statement, DeFi Education Fund Executive Director Amanda Tuminelli said that we are hoping that the section left open for DeFi will be filled in with the robust developer protections that clearly distinguish centralized intermediaries from software developers without custody and control of people's money. Agricultural Committee oversees the CFTC, and the Senate Banking Committee, which has already published multiple drafts on its own, oversees the SEC. Both committees will need to advance their respective bills out of the committee. Before that, though, there has been considerable grumbling among lawmakers about just moving on with the markup stage, a formal process in which bills are open to amendments before being put up for the final committee votes. This is one of the big things that they were talking about, resolving with the stablecoin bill, the Genius Act, right? They were talking about how there were loopholes in there. They wanted to re-amend and then also do that drawn up into this bill with the a market structure bill. So it seems like there's still a lot of back and forth over probably that. The Republicans in the Senate Bank Committee have also been contending with the disagreement over the bill's readiness within their own ranks, including from the critical Senator John Kennedy. Yeah, he's definitely been a thorn in that argument I just mentioned. And while a contingent of Democrats is eager to stake out common ground and pass the bill, others, including Senator Elizabeth Warren, here we go, raise continual objections about the risks posed by crypto industry and the conflict of interest presented by Donald Trump and a personal stake in the sector. Yeah, we know. You should have made a meme coin too, even with your face on it. I'm sure you would have made a lot of money too, Elizabeth Warren. You could do the same thing. It's just true.
What are you, stupid?
Even people that hate her would still buy it. The common wisdom among the crypto lobbyists and the leading lawmakers for how soon the market structure effort could clear. Senate has shifted several times from the August deadline. First set by Trump, the September this month. This more recently at the end of the year, if not at all. The negotiations have moved on to fits and starts, recently derailed for a time by controversial set of proposals that industry insiders would have threatened more elements of decentralized finance, DeFi, but recently meetings around crypto CEOs and key lawmakers got the talks back on track. It may still take months for the bills to advance through the committees and go to the Senate floor for vote. However, said Ron Hammond, head of the policy advocacy of Wintermute, it is very possible that both of the committees vote their respective version of the bills by year end. However, the next step will be combining the bills and navigating the policies, various stakeholders. I thought that's where we were before the shutdown. I thought that's where we were before, before September. According to Cynthia Lummis, we've covered that all year. Senate floor vote may not happen until the first quarter of 2026, but a lot has to happen prior, he said. Of course, our date on this, go back to our narratives, right? Our dates on this, according to a lot of the lawmakers, that we were going to get this all, written up and done before Thanksgiving. And then we've seen some taste of before Christmas coming by certain lawmakers. But by then, they're pretty much only going to work like 2 weeks in Christmas, around in December, if that. And then now we're looking at before 2026, or now by end of January. I don't know. Oh, jeez.
What are you, stupid?
Probably. U.S. government shutdown. Thursday? That's what I'm looking at. Thursday? We're looking at 92% now by Monday next week. So between now and next week. World War III still, World War trade is still official, right? We're still kicking that can down the road with Trump's meeting with President Xi. Brazil, Russia, China, oh my, the tariffs pretty much not going anywhere. Trump x Putin, peace talks. We did have some news on this, actually. I saw that before I set up the live stream. Didn't get a chance to pull anything. Let's see if we can find anything new on that tonight. As of 14 hours ago, as of 24 minutes ago, Ukraine war. Latest, Kremlin hits out long-running reports of rift between Putin and Lavrov. So yeah, it's pretty much still ongoing and nothing really happening with Trump. But there was something said between the two as of 24 hours ago. Trump and Putin bring nuclear threat back into the spotlight. President's intention to resume tests, which we've been talking about since last Monday. A few minutes before the meeting with President Xi and Busan, President Trump stated that he had ordered the United States Department of Defense immediately to resume nuclear. This is old. It says 25 minutes ago. It says of today. So they're talking about this old shit. All right, I'm over it. All right, we'll have to wait and see if anything else develops. All right, guys. Let me get back in the chat and catch up with you guys. You guys are probably causing more trouble. Let me see. Oh, jeez. Story Dragon says, Ben is a sweet husband. Ben's a pretty cool guy. Is there any meat in the McRib, says Ben? Probably not. My bets would be highly processed, if any, right? It's just going to be whatever pieces that people aren't going to eat out of, higher grade pieces or whatever. Ben says, to be frank, the average American refis every 6 to 8 years, 100%. That's, we remortgage, of course, every 6 to 8 years. Sometimes even less than that. I had a friend, a coworker actually, they would refi like every other year. It was insane. I just would be like, what? And he had like 22 credit cards. He was bragging about it. I'm like, okay. So people just don't care. They honestly never feel like they ever pay it back and don't ever plan to, or at least incorporate that into their financial decision making. Gamagas says, just kidding, Ben. Seriously, couples anymore be playing games, fun games every day. What? I must have missed a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Oh, geez. Okay, we get back in the chat. What else were we at? I asked my wife to help with the prep onions, garlic, bell peppers. It makes her feel wanted, and she is. Nice, Ben. That's why, of course, you're a sweet husband. Jeez. These young men are getting really bad advice. Oh, no. I didn't scroll up enough to see it, I guess. My favorite part is when number go up, says Scrub. It'll happen. It'll happen.
When will then be now? Soon.
Oh, jeez. Good, Ben Lawrence. Yes, thank you. How's dinner coming along? Nice. You already ate. Best advice I ever had was smack that. Jesus, Jake. Oh, my God. Crazy Jake. And, of course, Jake the Snake in the chat. You are savage. Yes, Jake the Snake with the pimp hand again. Someone else always pimp slapping somebody in the chat. It's kind of a common theme around here. What the hell? Understood. Condolences. You just missed the dumpy. Nothing fun. Nothing fun. Maximus Diamond Hands is fire. Yes, Otaku decided to crash the market for a month. Yeah, for a month. I bought a few million Z-Back around 203. I missed all the lows, but no interest for a bit. Gotcha. The Pocahontas meme. Yeah, there you go. That would be a good Elizabeth Warren token. It's just going to be Pocahontas with, I guess, some features of her grafted on the coin. Okay, I won't become a protein baron like you, but it's little things anyway. Okay. You guys back in the chat. Good evening, Beebs. How's it going? Of course, shout out to Beebs, the legendary Beebs in the chat. Good evening, of course, Otaku and future crypto millionaires. Good evening, Beebs. How we are doing? Great. Hope your day is going wonderful. Let's go. Strawberry Dragon says, "Where's the beef?" Oh, jeez, I don't know. Okay, when the wife asks, "You are spending so much money on," you just say strippers and below. Oh my God. Damn it, Jake. I gotta stop reading all your shit. Okay, I definitely cannot read that either. Pimp hand, yes. King hand, yes. Ever played God hand? Oh, God hand. Wow. Nice. Wow. I never thought anyone would ever bring that up, Ben. Of course. It's always you, Ben. Getting all the otaku references. I gotcha. In the chat. All right. Let's see what else we got. And going on. Fed member Stephen Moran makes major dovish statements. What will happen to the interest rate decision in December? He was calling for a very, very, very strong 50 basis points. And he said the statements increased expectations that an interest rate cut of 25 to 50 would be on the agenda, especially in December. Moran began stating that all data received since September pointed to a rate cut. And then he clarified this message by saying easing monetary policy is now essential. Very, very dovish statements. Of course, he's just been sworn in. He's only been there for about 2 or 3 months now. And he's been very, very, of course, on Trump's shoulder. In his assessment of the labor market, Moran stated that the unemployment rate is rising, employment is softening, and that full employment levels have not been reached. I can tell you, I have friends and family right now that are in dire need of a job. My father's about ready to lose his. And they only have like 4 or 5 employees left. They used to have 30 or 40. Yeah. The company is literally going out of business. So we need some liquidity, man. Give me some liquidity. We need some cheap loans. I need to hire people. It's insane. It's getting real. I would still argue and say we need to go through a proper debt. Our debt spiral. We're going into a debt spiral. We need a proper recession. We need a proper do I say the word depression? In order to deflate the economy that is well inflated, to bring down some of these numbers. And for that to happen, the government would actually have to put all of its money into paying down the debt. Which they're not going to do. So we're just going to keep kicking the can down the road. Moran stating that the core personal consumption expenditures, PCE inflation, is moving toward the 2% target, argued that some of the colleagues were overlooking lagged inflation effects. Still, he noted that the latest data was stable and the downward trend suggested that a more dovish stance compared to September was reasonable. A 50 basis point cut would be appropriate, he said. At least 25, he said, for December meeting. So yeah, that's of course what he said today on, I believe it was Fox News. I remember catching this this morning at some point on my feed. All right, moving on. Why Trump's trade deal with India could move crypto markets this week. We got a lot of political nonsense today. It's insane, but tons and tons of news and doom. This one's actually pretty positive, so we'll get into this, I guess. Because it's the only trade deal we actually have with one of the BRICS nations. Of course, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And the only one we really have any sort of dealings with right now is India. Let's get into it. The crypto market may face pivotal week as two major macro events converge: a potential U.S. trade deal with breakthrough of the U.S. government shutdown negotiations. Together, they've contributed liquidity and sentiment shift powerful enough to lift Bitcoin and broader crypto prices. Trade deal nearing completion on Monday. Donald Trump said the United States is very close to reaching a trade deal with India. Our agreement reportedly includes tariff reductions on India exports and India's commitment to curb Russian oil imports, according to recent Reuters and NDTV reports. U.S. President Donald Trump says that we're making a deal with India, a much different deal than we had in the past. So right now, they don't love me, but they'll love us again. We're getting a fair deal, just a fair trade deal. We had pretty unfair trade deals, but we're getting. Okay. This is coming from Aditya Raj Kau. The deal, still unconfirmed, would reduce tariffs from roughly 50% to around 16%, benefiting both sides. From Washington, to bolster a trade stability with Asia, while for India, it would support export growth ahead of 2026 election cycle. Markets will be watching closely for the formal confirmation, as the deal could ease global trade uncertainty and strengthen emerging market currencies, both seen as positive signals for risk assets like Bitcoin. U.S. shutdown nears resolution, as we've been covering all day, and of course, I don't want to read this giant wall of text based on that. All right. So anyway, why this all matters for crypto? Because it's just traded like liquidity barometer all year. Bitcoin fell by 5% since July, mirroring the liquidity contraction by treasury hoarding. Latest data shows that the holders of 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin accumulated to $29,600, $3 billion roughly, during the dip, positioning themselves ahead of the potential macro reversal. If both the shutdown and the India trade deal is finalized this week, analysts expect a powerful twin effect. Fiscal reactivation and trade optimism could occur. Former BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes describes as stealth quantitative easing, which we actually read about 2 weeks ago, his statements on that. Liquidity expansion through government spending rather than traditional central bank action. Yes. And more money printing will go. All right. Okay. If catalysts materialize, Bitcoin regain its support of about 110,000. Short-term volatility persists. The macro setup is turning constructive. The dollar could weaken slightly as global trade stabilizes. The real yields may fall, supporting alternatives like Bitcoin and gold. On-chain data shows that short-term or long-term hodlers increasing exposure, not exiting. Overall, this week could mark a turning point in macro-driven crypto sentiment. Are you guys bullish yet?
We're gonna win so much.
Oh, geez. Let's get back in the chat. There's been a lot of news today, man. I'm running out. My voice is running out of steam. Oh, jeez. Of course, if you didn't catch it also this morning, MicroStrategy also adds another $50 million of Bitcoin, about 500, roughly 487 Bitcoin this morning. We covered that. Square flips the switch, also covered this morning as well. 4 million merchants can now accept Bitcoin payments instantly through Square. Of course, the Square terminals that everyone uses at the checkout POS system. Jack Dorsey's company. All right. And yes, more doom. So much doom. What else we got here? Let's see if anything else is breaking while I've been talking, and then we'll get back in the chat. Pelosi tracker triggered as U.S. politicians pour up to $45,000 into two new stocks. So yeah, we just got more trading news there. Yardini, Bank of England proposes suite of new stablecoin rules. What else we got? MicroStrategy acquires more Bitcoin, and that's pretty much it looks like for Daily Hodl. 21 shares triggers a 20-day clock spot XRP ETF approval, which we talked about this morning. If you guys didn't catch that, basically there's a new 21 shares XRP ETF that has been filed and is now going to be approved within 20 days. Also could be another reason why we're getting a lot more liquidity back into the market cap of XRP. Wow, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Whew. That was a lot. Also, guys, if you haven't already checked out, the merch store is open. That's right, the merch store is open, where you can get mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, mouse pads, socks. Yes, we got socks. A little bit for everyone on the channel. Yes, hats. We got whiskey, glasses. I got a little bit of everything. Mouse pads as well. Awesome stuff. I love it. All right, can't wait for my next shipment. All right, moving on. Let's get back in the chat real quick, and then we're going to do some doom scrolling over on Twitter, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm trying to scroll up in the chat to figure out. I like Indian food, but I'm a reincarnated Mexican. Really? Ben, oh my God, probably Indian food's probably my favorite cuisine on the entire earth. Oh my God, it's just so damn good. Oh my God. I cook it all the time too. Ben Lauren says, at least, what is what my wife says? Geez, Trump farted and left the secretary swallowed it? What the hell, Scrub? Crypto is about to skyrocket. All right, there you go. There's a positive headline from Scrub. What the hell?
I'd buy that for $1.
Jesus. I thought it was the basement. No, we're talking about the basement. Ben, where's the gag ball? Oh my God. Trump scratched his nose. 10 reasons why we'll go parabolic tomorrow. It's insane. It's insane. We could make big money writing crypto articles, Jake. Seriously, you guys are on fire. Scrubs gets close to the attic because there's very little Wi-Fi signal up there. No gaming. Jesus, Jake. No, I didn't know Scrub was living in our house now. What the hell's Scrub doing in here? Shoot. Get! I'm gonna throw something at you. All right, I'm about to game after Taco. Oh, jeez. I can't wait for us to go parabolic. I want to play some games on the chat with you guys. We were just talking about that on Friday. Me and Gamma were talking about Monopoly. We're gonna have a Monopoly night one night if we ever get this damn bull run started. What the F? Oh, jeez. We rang into the new year while you were talking, says Ben. What the hell? Gamma says, I just read through all that. That's insane. That's impressive, Gamma. I kind of gave up after I saw but this, eggplant that, and a whole bunch of stop signs. I'm like, okay, I'm stopping there. Oh yeah, take the snake Wi-Fi. All right, guys. All right, so more doom scrolling tonight. Let's of course see what we got over here. If you guys haven't already hit the like and subscribe, don't forget to do so before you head out. Again, you won't get those notification bells when we get the pop-up live streams when things are actually moving like they did in 2021. I haven't seen a damn thing like 2021 except for the beginning of the year. Yeah. Jake the Snake going back to that freaking dolphin again. Oh my God. Mimo, the Chaos Dolphin, blesses your feed. Thank you, Mimo. This freaking Mimo. If you guys weren't there this morning, I gotta show that again. I could probably find it on X actually. He wasn't really the Chaos Dolphin, but someone said he was bringing chaos to Venice, right? I think it was Mimo Dolphin. Oh my God. Oh, geez. Mimo, the dolphin named Mimo, refuses to leave Venice, loves the chaos. He's just like messing with all the boats. Water taxis and tourists. Dodging gondolas. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna get copyright infringement on this. Okay, there we go. It reminds me of Florida. I remember canoeing with the dolphins in Florida. Yep, there's just a dolphin causing chaos in Venice. I wonder if he just jumps on people's boats and stuff too. I wonder. It might be some of the fishermen might be feeding them or something. They don't really show too much, honestly. But on it, yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool that there's a chaos dolphin over there in Venice. All right. So Mimo has become a regular visitor in the waters of off Venice, St. Mark's Square, entertaining tourists, but raising concerns about safety, heavy boat traffic. I mean, let them live. Let them live. Oh, jeez. He ain't living. We ain't leaving. Jake the Snake. Hey. Oh, Hank Hill. He ain't leaving. I'm probably not good with that impression. You got a real pretty mouth, man. What the hell? Oh, what the hell, Jake? Black lady in Pakistan didn't want to leave either, says Ben. Did they turn into glue? Oh, jeez. All right, guys. All right. Where am I going with this? I gotta do X. Yes, of course we gotta do X scrolling. We're gonna see if if we covered all the news, if there's anything breaking we may have missed over on X. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Breaking, the U.S. Senate just released a new draft of the Bitcoin crypto market structure bill. Obviously, we went deep into that. Yep, it did. Market psychology on October 15th. Remember when this? Yeah, remember that. that same strip is empty today. October 15th versus today. Yes, we found the top. And now we're looking at the bottom. More than likely. Jack Dorsey's Square turns into Bitcoin payments for $4 million. We already covered that as well. Anything else we may have not missed? It's all the same stuff. U.S. Treasury and IRS just announced that crypto ETPs can now stake digital assets and send rewards straight to retail investors. This will boost demand for Ethereum. That's great if true. I don't see much context there. I guess we could ask Rock. No, we can't. There's sometimes it will let us, sometimes it won't. All right. Breaking, U.S. Senate approves bill to end government shutdown, sending the House next. Yes, the House, of course, coming back this week. What else we got? Anything else? Besson signals major capital shift towards blockchain. U.S. Secretary Scott Besson says the new crypto structure bill could unleash. I mean, remember that one day? Remember the one day? Speaking of Hank Hill, remember the one day we're like, he looks just like Hank Hill. And we were like, oh, he's got to be from Texas. He's actually from the South. I think it was Louisiana or something, but he's not from Texas. It's so funny because he talks like him too. Anyway, I'll let him say this piece.
We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stable coins, and new payment systems. And we will consider reforms to unleash the awesome power of the American capital markets. Americans deserve a financial services industry that works for all Americans, including and especially Main Street.
Whoa! All right, President Trump, new structure bill to modernize financial system. All right, Bitcoin Treasury bear market may be ending by major investment firm Kynikos Associates closes the short position on MicroStrategy after MNAV decline played out. Ooh, is this a reversal signal? I guess so. I didn't know they had a huge short. I've been following that firm. Okay, Square is rolling out of the Bitcoin merchants today. Want to actually spend your sats? Open the wallet for Satoshi over on the Wallet of Satoshi app. That's interesting. All right, breaking, Bank of England to limit stablecoin retail holdings to only 20,000 pounds. What? That's insane. They can only control you because you're using their money. Opt out. Yeah, that's insane. So you can only have 20,000 pounds. Where's Andy? Where the hell's Andy when you need him? Holy shit. I'd love to get his point on this. Yeah, that's insane. F them. Opt out. Bitcoin facts, more memes. Guys, I have some bad news about this Christmas of butter cookies. What? I don't know. The McRib is back. Yeah, so of course we're gonna see a number go up tomorrow because McRib is back. I've never had a McRib. The laser weeder farming, new high tech hero. Carbon Robotics has built a laser powered AI driven weeder that zaps unwanted plants without a drop of chemicals. There you go. It only runs on NVIDIA's technology. That's crazy. Hell yeah, laser weeder. Yeah, burn them weeds. Now that's how you do some real high-tech gardening. Oh my God, the gardening. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really freaking awesome. All right. Okay, what else we got? Breaking U.S. Senate agriculture meeting. We already covered that. The draft bill. History shows us having too much debt during an economic downturn leads to the classic self-reinforcing cycle where the empires no longer can borrow money to repay its debts. It prints a whole ton of new money, which devalues the currency, right? This shit, and then raises inflation. Living standards decline because this shit's worth less, or literally worthless. And yeah, they're leading to the rise of political extremism. Turbulent economic conditions undermine productivity, and there is a conflict about how the divide is shrinking resources. Populist leaders emerge pleading to take control and bring about order. And we're literally watching the fall of an empire. Yep. And it could be happening in our lifetime. We don't know. Except the future's world currency reserved to the Chinese. Yeah, go back to the Chinese. It all goes to the Chinese. Boomers with 17 paid off properties watching you take a 50-year mortgage.
What are you, stupid?
Oh wow, that's insane. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. We're just gonna rent from them. ZBack Network putting out this little ad here. Says our campaign with Uphold Incorporated officially kicks off this week. Right? This week? Next week? Yeah, this week. First NBA and NHL takeovers going live on November 10th. That's today. That's today. So yeah, tonight we ball. Uphold and X and NBA, NHL stadium takeovers are going live tonight. So ZBack is going to be on full force and full showmanship tonight. Let's take a look at the chart and see what's going on with ZBack. Anything affecting its price action? A little bit, as it's trying to get close to reclaiming 2004. 2037 now. I think this morning was only at 2029 or 3, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. So it's definitely getting some sort of notice. Let's go to the 15-minute and see what's going on. On the day, Sunday, Monday happened right about here. So a little bit. On the low, from the low today, about 10% up on just the day. Not too bad from Sunday though. Holy hell. 16%, up 16%, holding from not even the bottom on Sunday. Holy shnikes. The bottom on Sunday on ZBack, 24%. Damn! Let's go. We're just getting started too. It looks like, again, another tight price action to the upside. Testing a breakout possibly soon. We've got to get above 2038 first. It's going to have a lot of resistance there from, of course, past performance. And then we got to get back above 2041, 2042, and of course, the big one, which is going to be on the 1 hour chart. You can see way up here. 2045. 2046. I'd be okay with 2045, honestly, by the time we get over there anyway. Tuesday, it'll probably be like, yeah, right on top of 2045. So what I'm talking about is right about here. So if we can hit that, that'd be nice to see that that move by tomorrow. I wonder, are they going to be present all week? Is this going to be a continued partnership for the rest of the year? I need to know more details. If you guys know in the chat, ZBack, let me know. Speaking of which, you guys are talking about in the chat as well. Let's go. My Zebeckians, rise together. ZBack is heading to 204 as we speak, says Jake the Snake. Yes, it is. Ben Lawrence sharing something. Let's take a look. Have y'all seen the... I have not seen. This is what you were talking about earlier. Oh my god. This American lady in Pakistan is refusing to leave. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Foreigners can swarm other countries and be accommodated, but will the spectacle of you trying to do this not do the same? Okay. Gotcha. I got the reference now. You shared that, of course, to the rest of the chat as well. Speaking of freedom, I wonder where my McFreedom's at. Yes, where's Jake the Snake's CEO of the year? I don't know. All right. So that's what's going on with ZBack. Yeah, let me know if you guys do know about how long this partnership's going to last. Is it just going to be a temporary ad placement, or is this going to be a future like FTX had in the past with MLB? If you guys weren't part of last cycle, FTX was so big they were featured all over the place, advertised everywhere, and they were on the umpires' shirts and everything, and it was crazy. Back in 2021, and this is very similar. I'm getting some feels. Getting some feels from 2021. All right.
The next play in how America moves money.
Elon. What is this? A Bitcoin initiative passes Swiss National Bank. Must adopt Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. All we need is 100,000 signatures and we'll be ready. It'll be a reality in the Swiss National Bank. Okay, that's pretty cool. Of course, we've been following that for a while. What else? We got Treasury IRS just announced that crypto ETPs can now stake digital assets. We already talked about that. This is legit, apparently. Is this legit? Short version. Yes, news appears legitimate. The U.S. Treasury and IRS issued revenue procedure today. 2025-31 on November 10th, 2025, confirming that the crypto ETPs can stake digital assets and pass rewards to retail investors, as reported by multiple credible sources. This is, of course, great for staking rewards and hopefully companies that want to produce yield for stablecoins. The guidance aligns with Trump's administration's recent crypto-friendly policies. That's a pretty good win today, guys. That's a pretty good win today. No team works harder. Another Zbeck ad on my feed. Guys, this is full unfettered. I follow a bunch of stuff. I think I follow... No, I don't even follow them. I don't even follow them. Let's go. That's awesome. That means they're doing work. They're doing work for the crypto space. All right, so from major listings to record trading to new institutional partners, compliance milestones, ecosystem expansion, Zbeck is accelerating in the payrolls progress. Wow, nice. Of course, I'm very few projects I'm very, very passionate about, the likes of which are, I haven't been as passionate about another project since Jasmine, and of course before that, Bitcoin. So of course, Zbeck being the one payment platform, if chosen by your employer, could pay you by the second, by the minute, by the day, by the hour, if he wanted to, and there's nothing stopping you. This whole system that we live by, 2 weeks to get a paycheck, it's all going to be a thing of the past here soon, with projects like Zbeck. All right, what else we got? Is this really that simple? Says Brian Armstrong. 22 hours ago is yesterday. If we want greater prosperity, especially for the poorest people in society, we need more capitalism and less socialism. Of course, coming off of the win from Mamdani. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a big Democrat back in the day. Big supporter of the people. Of course, that's where that party kind of was, right, back in the day. Now it's completely flip-flopped. I don't even know what that party even stands for anymore, to be honest. It's weird. It's weird. And now it seems like the Republican Party is becoming like the old Democratic Party. I don't know. It's a weird flippening. Really weird flippening. I am not even on one side or the other anymore, but definitely leaning more to one side than the other. But everyone has their bias. But holy hell, it's a weird world we live in. Okay. If you know who this is, you probably need to spend too much time on Twitter. Guys, that's Satoshi. Obviously, that's the man. Oh, this is definitely Satoshi. Okay. All right, moving on. I think we've caught enough of Twitter for one night. A lot of doom scrolling. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. All right, let's see what we got in the normie searches today. I'm going to refresh this, see what we get. Of course, normies only look for three things typically, guys: sports, video games, and celebrities. Let's see what they're looking up today, grading them on a traditional grade scale, A through F, based on their searches in our space. Let's see what we got today. Eagles, Lakers, Hornets. Oh my! You got sports. Eagles games. Stimulus payment November 2025. People really think it's going to happen this month? Really?
What, are you stupid?
Does anything ever happen that fast in the government? No. Okay. And if it does happen, it will be based on your 2024 earnings, I would assume, which probably wouldn't matter for most people anyway. Spurs versus Bulls. Darmanda? I don't know what that is. AB. Spurs versus Bulls. I guess that would be the... what is AB? I don't know. Cavaliers versus Heat. How to watch Monday Night Football. Hamburger chain restaurant closures. What? This is dumb. People basically searching the the headlines that people aren't giving them the real companies that are closing. I think this is Wendy's. I'm pretty sure that's Wendy's. We've been talking about now for 2 weeks. Wendy's, of course, having a 60% decline this year against McDonald's 50% incline? Yeah, something like that. Maybe it was 40% incline. Veterans Day free meals near me. Again, people want free meals. Free food. Wizards versus Pistons. Sports. Normies love their sports. Danny Ramirez over the Delhi bomb blast. What happened in Delhi, in India? Broken? God. Delhi bomb blast. Let's see if we can see a explosion. Boom. Was it a car bomb? 8 people have been killed after a car exploded near the Red Fort landmark in Delhi on Monday evening. Yeah, I did not know that. That just happened tonight. Veterans versus free meals. Trailblazers versus Magic. Megan Maroney. Bob Iger. That's pretty much it. So we're going to give them an F- tonight. There's nothing of redeeming value on here. And the normies just want free money. That's it. Jeez. Bitcoin searches, again, seem kind of low. Let's see how we're doing this week. I'm going to look at the last 7 days. Again, it's been pretty low. We want some higher interest in our space. So we are coming up a little bit this week. It looks like as of already 75 today. We had a string of lows towards last Friday. It was looking pretty good. But if we look on the 30 day, look at this, guys. There was like no interest at all back in October towards the end. Oh my God. And the beginning of November. Oh my God. Yeah, since the beginning of November, since like the 1st, it's pretty much been flatlining dead for the normies. All right, so they're not looking at Bitcoin at all. It is coming back now as of right now, though. I definitely want to see if it changed much here as well. It does not look like it. Actually, it looks like it's about the same as we saw last week, maybe worse. This is over the last day, so this is just the last day. Let's look at the last week. Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Solana versus XRP. Yeah, it looks like it is still on a downtrend, right? Still on a downtrend for the normies getting in our space. But look at this. As of today, we're getting a little bit of a peak, a little bit of an uptrend. There might be a lot more interest coming back with the free money. Oh, I'm gonna get $2,000. I'm gonna throw that in Bitcoin. I'm gonna buy XRP. Oh, these process. Yeah, these are gonna get stupid, guys, next year. It's all gonna be stupid next year. All right. Let's get back into yes, full circle. Where's Bitcoin sitting at right now? 106,500. Not bad. Still tight to the upside. Could still see more, of a continuation of this rally into the evening. It's coming back down to retest 106.5 right now. Not a bad place. We just saw this peak up to 107. Yes, I just told you guys right when we got this live stream going. 107, 108 is more expected to happen tonight. Let's go. 60% chance. 60% chance. I'll take those odds. 65. Screw it. Let's just sprinkle a little bit more opium on the altar tonight. That's of course what we're going to be doing next, guys. Of course, Crypto Chaos Magic coming at you. All right, let's burn some money. Guys, I'm gonna have to probably put the money burning on hold for a week or 2 or 3. I don't know. I'm gonna do it down in Florida. I don't want to set off alarms in people's houses and shit. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Shilly, guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe. We're trying to grow to 1,500 subs. Guys, we already broke 1,050. 1,050. We got to get to that 25% milestone still. Look at that, 25% milestone over there on the corner on the meter. We need to hit 125 over the 1,000 we currently have. So we got to get these going, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. All right, thanks again, Jake the Snake. All hail the King of Ohio. Long live the King of Ohio. Long live the King. All right, what else we got? Wearing a mask and burning money. Mother Otaku, when she finds out, she approves. What is that I hear? Let's see what we got. We got a coin moving. It looks like a Swift coin. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Swift coin. It's still ripping. 206. 206 on the rippage. Look at this. Playing out exactly what I drew on the chart. Oh, you can't make this shit up, guys. All right. I just drew that like, I don't even, an hour ago. What the freak? That's exactly the same thing. All right, yeah. So, we just got to retest here at 206, and then boom, we're off to the races with the next spot. We're the next point of resistance. 2,065, more than likely. We'll probably see some resistance there. The last level of, right about here, right about there, 6.5. The last level we had of support we lost earlier. All right, so yeah, that's what we're looking at for Swiftcoin. If we continue this, if we get up that high, if we do flip that into support, which could be hard, it could be hard to break that. Let's just continue. Why not continue? Let's use the same bull flag we've been using. Just extend it out to, wow, you can't make this shit up. It always lands on those 3 numbers, guys. 12 and 3 and 9. That's always where they land. Yeah, we're looking at the possible continuation of this bull flag, which could send us back around 2 tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to play out that long, but Actually could end up popping off tonight around 2, 3, or 4 in the morning. We could break out. If not, we're going to break back down and retest this area. So it's probably more of a 50-50 shot right now. I don't know if there's any big narratives happening with Swift coin that I'm not aware of. Let me know in the chat if you guys know something about Swift. I do not, but it is a coin that I still hold. And I'm down a significant amount on.
What are you, stupid?
We'll win soon. All right, getting back into Bitcoin. All right, there we go. Let's get back in the chat. Here's what were we talking about? Jacob Snake is about to take you up booty girl to McDonald's, and then if you want to come over with some of that stimmy check, I got you with the hookup, man. I got the stimulus check coming. I already spent it. We don't even know if we're gonna get it. I already spent it. God, that's insane, guys. You guys are insane. She gets her nails done. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, shit, guys. Yep. Gamma Goddess knows what we're talking about. Crazy. Yeah, of course, guys, shout out for tomorrow on Tuesday, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. If you guys are coming out, let me know. Sign off. Gamma, Nebs, Cody in the chat. If you're here, give me a okay. I'll be reaching out to you anyway on the DMs. Colin Loves Metal says, I don't think the stimmies will actually happen, but should pump the markets anyway. Yeah, I think they will, though. I honestly think they will. His rhetoric was pretty strong and convicted, and he doesn't want to look like an idiot. He's never actually came out and said he's gonna do them. He said I'm thinking about doing them. I think it's a good idea. He said things like that before, but he's never actually said, we're doing this, and we're doing it this way, and it's pretty clear, and it's documented now, so I think he has to do it. I think he said it for a reason, which means he may actually expect the Fed not to cut next month. That might be another reason why we've been talking about this all year, that he's been trying to fight the Fed, and the one way to do it is with stimulus checks, and that could be at play just in case as a fail-safe to stimulate the economy if Chair Powell doesn't want to do it before he gets voted out. All right, here we go. Let's go back into where we are on Bitcoin. Holy crap. I am out of breath tonight, guys. I need you guys to help me tomorrow. I'll lose my voice. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, let's take one more check at Bitcoin's health over on the books. Order books. Of course, brought to you by Kim with Snowline. Don't pay for something you get for free. Of course, I like the anime reference on my channel for those who know. All right, let's get into it. Zoom on in here. Okay. With a max zoom. Yes, whoa! There it is. Bitcoin sitting at 106.5, coming up closer and closer by the minute to hitting that 110,000. More than likely, we could get this is looking pretty bullish tonight, guys. We just have one major area to knock out, and the rest of it's just kind of a sea of low lit areas of people putting in their plays to short the market. We do have some newer areas starting to low in here now and fill this gap between 108 and 110, I think. So maybe we just kind of get as high as like 108.5, maybe 109 will be time on the top. 110 is looking pretty strong compared to the rest of what I see here, obviously. If we do end up smashing through the 107, which we just knocked our head on like 30 minutes ago. All right, so our bottom's still sitting about 100,000, loading in new low, but we actually flipped this into support here, which was, I believe, 105 or 103. I think it's 105 down the middle, right down the middle. Yes, 105. 105 is now support with a fallback possibly at 100,000 flat, with 110,000 being our target to break this week. All right, that's pretty much where we're headed. All right. On the positive end, we're headed. Of course, anything can flip at any moment. We got black swan events occurring all the time. Anything else I'm seeing before I head out and go back to this? That's pretty much it. On the long term, there's a heavy setup right around 116, 117. Looks like 117. Let me go back to the chart and confirm that. Let me look. Oh, 117. Yeah, right here. 116.5. That's what we're looking at. That's what I see. This one here. So that's going to be probably a point of control. If we ever do flip that, it's going to be big game on for the bulls. 116.5. Why is that curving downward? maybe it's, yeah, 116.5. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. 116.5. Close enough. 116.4, whatever. Yeah, and that's above, that's right, wow, right above our 115 flat channel, right? The top of the channel for that would be the 116.5. We haven't been there since Powell made that speech. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Oh, yeah. 2 weeks. And I told you guys that week, I said we only needed 2 weeks of consolidation. We'd be back down retesting 110s. More than likely we do that this week. Hell, we could do that tonight. If it's anything like Bitcoin's previous price action movements, we could be getting, of course, $10,000 candles any moment. Anyone wants, of course, to flip the market green, they can do it. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up the board. Let's get going. Of course, if you guys were here last night or not, if you didn't catch the morning live stream or the beginning of this one, of course, winning.
So much.
I'm going to give all the credit to the beautiful Gamma Goddess and, of course, our Chaos Magic rituals we do every single night, and we did over the weekend. And we're right again, as always, 97% accuracy. Oh, my God, dude. At this point, it's 99. 999. I don't remember the last time we were wrong. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, or maybe. All right. So let's continue on. And again, I do most of my TA based on psychology of the markets. If you guys have been following along, this is how I do it, and it works pretty damn well for me. I've been watching the charts, this chart in particular, over 6 years next year. Crazy. All right, let's clean up the chart and go. Called for baseline bear, baseline bull last weekend. Got exactly that. And now we're going to be looking to see where we go next. And I got to be completely engulfed in chaos to tell you that's how this works. Let's knock out the ritual. Man, I got a whole bunch of crap on this chart I got to clean up. Okay. And of course, all the ritual sticks, the extra plethora of ritual sticks from Friday. I only need these 4 right there. If I could grab them, that would be great. If you let me grab them, please. Whatever, I'll just click them all. I gotta zoom on in. I'm on the hour, that's why. I need to go to 15. There we go. Give me my damn... Stuff doesn't want to work today. There we go. All right, so if you guys are here and you're regulars, you know exactly what we're doing. If you're not, I do Crypto Chaos Magic every single night. These sticks represent the most volatile times for our crypto and price action in our space. That's, of course, going to be 9, 12, and 3, also as well as 9. Stock market as well. Pretty much everything goes by these 3 numbers. If you guys are in the United States, Eastern Standard Time, it's pretty easy. Invertedly, and the other side of the world as well. A little off with just getting it started with daylight savings time here in the United States, but still works nonetheless. As you guys watch me chart this, all the time. So we're looking at 9 o'clock being, of course, the market open here in the United States, or the other side of the world, inversely from 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. or 10 p.m. or a.m. In the other side of the world. Right now, it's about 11 or 12 in Japan. So we're looking at about 12 o'clock, of course, being started intraday trading, and 3 a.m. being pretty much the wind down towards the market close of the foreign markets. Same thing, of course, all starts happening all over again for tomorrow morning, which we, of course, do our morning live streams covering the morning open in the United States. That's why we do the morning open and the foreign open every single day. Okay, all right, so just a quick little update on that for those who are new, and let's get started. Crypto Chaos Magic, let's go. I actually got a new candle. I melted down into our candle holder, so we're gonna burn a new one today. Let's light it and start the ritual. We do Chaos Magic, and the first thing you do is you start with your candle for the ritual, and not get blown out. That's a bad omen. Oof. Start that wick. It's a brand new wick. There we go. All right, so I got the candle started. I'm placing that on the altar. That's right. Whoa, I gotta start. Tomorrow I'll start using the Shrine of Satoshi. It should be working now. So yes, I've got this on the altar. Crocpeos altar. Of course, my sigil's there. And tonight I'm just going to be using some Tiger Eye. I think we just need some courage and some sort of drive for wealth. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to put that on the board. And are going to be idolizing the moon via the moonstone as of every night. Of course, send it to the moon. And our sacrifice. Tonight we'll be burning a $50 bill. Guys, in the chat, thanks again for contributing to the channel. Number 1, Strawberry Dragons with 250 XP. Thank you, Strawberry. Number 2, Jake the Snake with 225 XP, and Gamma Gods coming with a close third at 200. Thanks again, guys, for coming out and supporting the live stream. We got a runner-up at number 4 in 4th place, Andra. Of course, Andra. Oh, talk too much. And she calls me. Yes, 175 XP. Thanks again, guys, for supporting the live stream. We're going to burn a 50 tonight. This is the last 50 I got. You know, I probably should save that for tomorrow. $1. I'm going to burn $1. I got a dollar bill right here. I don't need this shit. Here we go. We're going to burn this damn dollar. There we go. Oh my God. Bada bing, bada boom. Bye-bye. George Washington. Oh my God. All right, guys. With that, the last step in the course to Chaos Magic. Don't forget, all the elements are in the room. You can't do it without all the elements. Fire, earth, wind, water. And yes, Crypteos is our mantra over the fire, and we are good. We are good. I am now an instrument of chaos, guys, and with 97% accuracy. Crypto Chaos will show us where we are going next. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin coming back down and retesting 106,700. We already broke through 106.75. Wants to stay here, which tells me we are probably got more to go. Maybe another leg back up, but what do I know? I'm just a masked fool. Let's see where the chaos points us this evening. All right. Baseline target, right out the gate. Baseline target for Bitcoin. We are jumping up, and we're going to get going. 10 o'clock p.m. right now. We could probably come back down to retest a couple more times. Be a little lower, 106.2. Come back up right around 11:30. Maybe breaking into really tight price action right around 12, retesting about 11:45, 12:30, breaking top up here at 107.5 again, and potentially a break out towards 108. I'm going to stop here probably right there, maybe a retest, double top, and we're going to lose that on our baseline, setting us back down to maybe like 106.5, holding steady for the market open. That would be our baseline target. Again, nothing crazy, a little bullish even, long term or short term, but it's going to be our baseline target for tonight. Then we got a bear case and bull case scenario. Bear case sends us back down to 104 flat. At some point, it would be rejected right around midnight. If we do not, we get double topped around 106.5 again. We do lose that. That's going to send us back down to 104, 105.5, 104, and probably the bottom would be the 103 flat, which is fine. I would love to, of course, I said this morning. I said all I want for today is to flip 103 to support. That's all I want. So our bear case scenario going down there, hell yeah, let's go.
We're gonna win so much.
Oh, I like it. That's going to be our bear case tonight. All right. What else we got? Bull case. Oh man, we're going back into, going right back into the channel. Let's go, guys. We haven't reclaimed this channel since Pal spoke. We lost it after Pal spoke. Okay, so yeah, let's see how high we can go tonight on Bitcoin breaking out. 109.5 right around 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe we get as high as 111. I would love to see the middle of this retested, and probably a pullback here about 109.5 maybe. Try to keep that for the market open. I gotta redo this though because I screwed up the timeline on this breakout. Yeah, let me redo this real quick. So it'll be something like this, a little earlier, and yeah, we lose that right around there. There we go, something like that. And clean this one up. Okay, that's gonna be our bull case scenario for tonight. Not too bad. And then we've got the big ones, guys. The big ones, which we're finally moving a little bit far away from, but we're not far enough away from it. It can happen at any moment. All it takes is a black swan-like event. Russia blows up some nuclear test facility on accident, or China saber rattles with Taiwan, says they're going to take over the damn thing by the end of the year. Ukraine starts sending drone strikes into Russia's main cities. I mean, anything can happen, guys. China says they will no longer value America's trade agreements. Your guess is as good as mine. India says, screw the tariffs, we're not doing anything. Black Swan-like event would send us where? To the fire sale. Fire sale target being, of course, $93,000 Bitcoin, which is not that far away. Not that far away. So anything, of course, can send us down to the fire sale. Still, we have to, of course, acknowledge every opportunity, every, possible piece of probability. That's how Chaos Magic. We're suggesting these things to the universe. And the more positive we suggest things to the universe, the more we shall see it. Okay, and of course, the big one on the board is going to be the Super Bull case scenario, which sends Bitcoin to 130,000. That's going to be that's been our bull case scenario target for a while, with probably a pullback to previous all-time high. Let's just use that as support now. Yeah, something like that. Anytime, do that anytime. I'd love to be wrong in that direction anytime. We've seen this happen 3 times this year. I want this to be the 4th. Let's make this the 4th time tomorrow. Again, I'm not demanding anything from the universe. I am just suggesting it. And tonight, personally, what I think is going to happen is going to be baseline bull. I think we're going to continue the trend. I think we're going to continue the trend we saw from last week, last weekend. Of course, baseline bull over the weekend. We got it. We did flip it. I've been baseline bear, I think, the last 2 days before we flipped the baseline bull. So this is kind of a new trend. It's just beginning, and the thought and the announcement of more money printing is definitely going to push that direction. All right, not without a doubt, All right, guys. So that's what we got. That's what we got on the board. Let me know if you guys agree with this. I'm gonna put a poll up real quick, catch up with you guys in the chat, and we're gonna call it for the night. All right. So, will Bitcoin break? Let's see. 110,000 before Wednesday. So let's do that before Wednesday. That's a good one. And that would basically be just the positive spin on the news that we're going in the right direction for the shutdown, and that's pushing the catalyst towards that direction. Looks like yes on the board. Looks like we got just a few votes all going yes. 110,000 by Wednesday. I mean, it's really not that far away. It's only a $3,000 move. We've gotten. I mean, there's still resistance. 115,000 is probably going to be the big, I think, measure move we need by the end of the week. We need like 115.5 or something. We got to get back up there in that channel. We gotta recover back to 110s. This week, 120s next week, and then maybe all-time high by the end of the month. That'd be my guess. The way we're going now. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. We gotta catch up. The freaking dolphin gets me every time. Why do you got life-size dolls in the studio, my boy? Says Ben. Should I get one? I want robots, man. I want to yell at them and like make them do dumb things. They have better draws, says Ben. What? And socks. I'm actually cool with the dolls, but he needs to give them some high top socks. Nebs has a full doll in his studio. What? If I got that right. Exactly, GG. By the way, what is that tattoo on your ankle? Says Ben. Ben is active tonight. Yes, he is, Nebs. Yes, he is. Love y'all, but about to pass out, says Nebs. Yeah, well, have a good night, Nebs, if you're going out. Love to see you tomorrow for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Yes, where do you been, my boy Nebs, Ben? Where you been, Ben? Nebs has been around. He's done 2 Tinfoil Hat Tuesdays with me and Cody. Yes. Give me what was it? Give that booty a break, says Ben. What the hell are you guys talking about in the chat? This is insane. Good night, Nebs. Yes, good night, Nebs. Oh, geez, I cannot say a lot of the stuff you guys are saying in the chat. It's insane. Just my fingers. That's all I'm gonna say. Says Los. Ew, Los. Ew. Steve Anderson said, "What do you think will happen?" Says Steve Anderson. Well, if you didn't just catch me, I went over the entirety of where probabilities are going to take us. Via, of course, Crypto Chaos Magic. I do every single night on the channel with 97% probability. It's insane how often we are right. Again, it's insane. But baseline bull. We're looking baseline bull tonight, which is, again, somewhere between here. Somewhere in here. Or higher. Or lower. Somewhere basically around the baseline and bull case scenario, based on probabilities and the emotional traders of our market, psychology of the market. That's probably where we're going to end up tomorrow. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think I'm cooked. God, I'm running out of steam. I almost lost my voice tonight. Spencer put him into his experience into stamina. What the hell? Wife says I'm cooked. What the hell, Spence? Steve Anderson says, do you recon? It's good time to load up on bags. Obviously, not financial advice. Do I consider it's a good time to load up on bags? Is that what you're asking? Not financial advice. Yes, I do think it's a good time to load up. If you're definitely not in, take advantage, because we just covered all that as well. The bubbles pointing in that direction. That everything right now, there's no opportunities. You have to go a month out to find any opportunities now in the top 200 assets, 300 top 300 assets. Of course, covered the top 1 and 200 on the bubbles chart. So yeah, it's time. It is time. Everything's at the bottom. Everything's oversold. Not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
Spencer Frey says, little does she know I'm into that kind of thing. Oh God, you guys. What happened to Gigi? Make poor Nebs go back to work. Nabs, you're going to be replaced by the Gamma tomorrow if you do not show up to work. My God. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Yes, guys. All right. Well, have a great night, guys. I'm going to call it. This, of course, has been your second broadcast for today. There will be more once we get the parabolic movements. I don't know how I'm going to do the live streams yet when I go on this trip. But I'm going to be testing some out over this week, the course of this week. So if you guys see me do some weird pop-ups, I'm going to be testing live streams on the laptop. As I did last time on my last trip. So definitely going to keep this going through the next month at a different location. It's going to be fun. In sunny Florida. I might just stay there. Screw it. Oh, jeez. Go smoke a cigarette, says Spence. What the hell? Says Ben Dispense. What the hell? Oh, jeez, guys. And of course, coming from the great Cliff, my robot friend. When will then be now? Soon. Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
All right, guys, we'll be back again tomorrow for some more Crypto Chaos and, of course, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. I'm excited for tomorrow. We got so many things to talk about, Gamma. Oh, my God. But before then, of course, we're going to open up another fortune cookie and see what today brings. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one, guys. Yes, everything will now come your way. I probably had this one like 10, 12 times. But I do like this one. This one's a good one. You can't even read it. But yeah, everything now will come our way, guys. Let's go. Ending that on a positive note. Have a good night, guys. Of course, I'll see you guys, Crypto Chaos family, tomorrow for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. It's going to be good.
Bet.